Hey man, shout out to LDBC, man. Shout out to Ticket and Mario, my brothers, man. They've been holding it down, grinding on the clock, man, 24/7 grinding. Man, shout out to all my brothers that drop content. Got the Kareem Report, Showtime Sports on Point. We got Mookie Jones, Rated R Sports Debates. We got Too Raw for TV, the OG. The nigga that don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying, how motherfuckers feel. Shout out to LB. Man, shout out to all my brothers, man, that keep cooking, man. Even my brothers FYF, guys like that of that sort, man. All my brothers to pull up podcasts. All my brothers that drop content, man. Y'all support them. Y'all show love. Repeat, man. We preach, man. Brotherhood over here, my nigga. But what I want to touch on, y'all, is the Milwaukee Bucks and Damian Lillard. Let's start off with the Milwaukee Bucks. They are not championship contenders. They a team, to me, obviously. They not hard nosed defensively. They are not consistent. They are too up and down. Their two best players be up and down. They show inconsistencies and, and, and have games that they disappear. Then you got the role players. They not living up to Brook Lopez a year older. He's so sloop footed out there. He get exposed every time he out there on the court. Bobby Portis, his effectiveness hasn't been on point. Pat Connaughton, of course, we know he's sporadic and up and down. Um, we know how Malik Beasley, he is what the hell he is. We know how he is. Milwaukee Bucks are Chris Middleton. I think it's a lot of different factors that contribute to his inconsistent play. I think he could do more. I think he needs to be the second guy, and I think Damian Lillard needs to be the third wheel. I think if Chris Middleton be the first or second guy and actually get more shot distribution and get more opportunities offensively, I think it will work out better for Milwaukee. I think Damian Lillard need to be the third guy. Um, Damian Lillard does not play winning basketball. Um, Damian Lillard will always be a guy that gives you highlights, shoot them deep ass threes, will have moments that he hits a game winners as well. But when it comes to winning championships, when it comes to winning basketball, Damian Lillard is a liability defensively. And Damian Lillard takes some of the dumbest shots than any superstar that I have ever seen in my career, in my lifetime. And I think Damian Lillard would never win a championship. I think Milwaukee Bucks will lose in the second round. And I think it's going to fall on for the rest of his career. And we need to put him in the same category and how we feel about James Harden and put him in the same category and how we feel about Russell Westbrook. Talented guy, good ball. But when it comes to winning the championship, he does not play winning championship basketball. If we gonna say that about Russ, if we gonna say that about James Harden, Damian Lillard has to be in that same conversation. Damian Lillard needs to be put in that category of basically basically being a guy that doesn't play winning basketball, championship basketball. David boy, you shut your punk ass up, cause what I do over here, I hold all these niggas accountable. I don't give a damn who you is. You will get cooked and you will get destroyed. And I'ma say this, Miami Heat, y'all saved yourselves by not trading everybody for Damian Lillard. I think Miami Heat dodged a bullet because Damian Lillard went out and fit in that culture. He's not gonna buy in defensively. He's gonna keep taking the dumbass shot. My bad, y'all. Finna have Mario drop the link. See if you guys want to come in. But end of the day, man, they just don't play winning basketball. I don't believe in them. I think Milwaukee Bucks. I kind of blame Giannis for crying about they need roster changes. I think he should have kept the roster currently how it was with Drew Holiday and those boys are running back again and give it an opportunity. But instead, he panicked. He jumped the gun, and now you got a player that make your team even worse, even more less consistent. Uh, and Midtown Breeze, I wouldn't want no Dame Lillard. I'd rather have Russell Westbrook than Dame Lillard on my Chicago Bulls. Um, Russ will fit better. He plays up tempo, and he always play hard, and he's gonna give you 100% on both ends. Um, Dame Lillard is just a sad case of a guy with all that unique talent. But when it comes to sacrificing, when it comes to putting the team first, he does not do that. And he doesn't play winning basketball. And he's going to keep being in the same boat as he is. Let's not forget, you guys, when the Portland Trailblazers made it to the Western Conference Finals, they was up 20 points in each game against the Golden State Warriors. And because Dame Lillard was shooting so bad and was forcing the issue and was not playing defensively, they blew every 20-point fourth quarter lead in that conference finals, and they got swept 4-0 after being up 20 in each half of the games in which they got swept in. I want you guys to remember that. Because if this were Russ, if this was James Harden, we cooking them. We destroying Russ and James Harden. But when it comes to Dame Lillard, because y'all like his rap career or y'all like his personality and shit, y'all want to sit up there and cap for him and make excuses because he's a popular name. Forget that. James Harden was a popular name. Russell Westbrook was a popular name. So end of the day, we got to be real about these guys, and we got to keep it a bucket. We got to keep it 100 about them. Miami Heat dodged the bullet, man. If I'm a Miami Heat fan, I am happy as fuck we didn't trade for Dame Lillard. I am happy. In Portland, y'all got to steal, but y'all just so horrific of a franchise. I don't even know y'all gonna capitalize out those picks y'all got. Um, but end of the day, Milwaukee Bucks is not a contender, you guys. They will lose in the second round, you guys. And the blame goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo with Dame Lillard. Giannis, yes, she had a big game. But in that fourth quarter, you gotta bring it home. You gotta bring it home. You see Dame not bringing it. You see Dame is off. You gotta go all in. You gotta come with it. You gotta bring it home. When we try to put you in that ilk and try to put you at the top tier, you gotta get it done. No excuses. And and niggas want to say Giannis the top 3 player of the game. Hell no. Giannis is not a top 3 player of the game. He's barely top 5, honestly. I think Giannis is digressed because he hasn't improved since 2021. Since he won that championship, Giannis hasn't made strides to improve his game. Um, gotta be a more consistent free throw shooter. You gotta have a post game. This nigga don't even have go-to moves in the post. He can at least have a couple of go-to moves in the post, but he doesn't have it. He doesn't have a legit 10 to 15 footer. In which he had that, it'll make his game a whole lot easier. Um, Giannis, he just go hard left or go hard right and do that ugly ass Euro stuff. He's predictable. So in the playoffs, it's easy for teams to adjust, easy for teams to game plan for what the Milwaukee Bucks like to do. That's why I'm sitting here saying, if the Bucks want to compete for a title, Chris Middleton has to be a feature guy. He cannot be second. He cannot be a third option. He has to be the first or second option. Dame Lillard needs to sacrifice, and he needs to become the third option. Um, like the way Dame Lillard plays, it's just not winning basketball. And if you guys go crucify Russ, and you guys go crucify titties over titles, We got to crucify Dame Dollar. What the hell he's done in his career to solidify like he that nigga? What has he done other than choke 20-point leads in 4 straight games? Other than losing to teams he wasn't supposed to lose to? When he does play against elite competition at his position, he chokes and get his ass killed because he doesn't play defense. We got to cook him. We got to cook him. And Midtown Breeze, I know Chris Middleton not all the way healthy, but it helps though if they feature him though. He doesn't get featured enough. Sometimes you can be healthy, but for us having your basketball strength back and forth, having your being normal, it gets hindered because your team is not getting you back in the rhythm. Your team is not giving you opportunities. Your team is kind of holding you back. So in order to try to get back to your status, you got to be given opportunity. Look at Klay Thompson. As horrific as he played at times, guess what Golden State keep doing? They keep feeding him the ball. They keep giving him opportunities. They keep giving them. They keep giving him a chance to show that he can get back to at least close to the old Klay Thompson. I haven't seen that one game, you guys, that the Milwaukee Bucks try to give Chris Middleton the opportunity to try to be the old Chris Middleton. Golden State Warriors stay letting Klay Thompson get a chance. Klay Thompson can still get opportunities. That nigga can go 3 for 19. They gonna come out the next day let Klay Thompson get the same attempts up. See, I used to hear Showtime used to be on point. Showtime was on point. Really pointing out how the only way Russ would become a winner, he had to sacrifice his game and he had to put his ego to the side, come off the bench, or be like a fourth option type of guy. I think now, Dame Lillard, I think you need to sacrifice your game. I think you need to become a third option, or you may need to come out the bench due to your inconsistencies and due to you not wanting to play defense. You get paid 60 plus million a year. You get paid 60 million a year, and you can't attack the basket. You can't be active and show effort on the defensive end to slow guys down. All you is, in Ghost Town words, a shot trucker. You just a shot trucker. And end of the day, Dame, if you want to be a champion, you got to sacrifice. If you want to be a champion, you got to give your all on both ends of the court. That's something you still haven't done. You take dumbass shots. You waste a lot of possessions, get a lot of empty possessions for Milwaukee. You act like Milwaukee is a top-notch defensive team like they used to be. They took a step back because they took a chance with your ass. They took a chance with your ass. And shout out y'all in the chat. But I think it needs to be highlighted though. Dame Lillard is in the same conversation as Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Same conversation. Ain't no ands if or buts about it. In the same conversation. And yeah, I'm going to go even further. Dame Lillard is not a top 5 point guard or shooting guard in the game anymore. He's not. He's not better than Kyrie. He's not better than Steph Curry. Hell, even though the Hawks been looking horrific, I had to take Trae Young over Dame. They about in the same boat, to be honest. Trae Young, Dame, probably tit for tat. But I'm going to go with the younger guy since they tit for tat. Because at least he know how to distribute the basketball. He's not better than SGA. He's not better than Luka. He's not better than De'Aaron Fox. Even though I can't stand him sometimes, he's not better than John Morant. Dame Lillard is a sad nigga. In Midtown, Dame Lillard is a straight clown. And Midtown Breezer, here's the thing. The only reason Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade and LeBron got criticism because they the ones said not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven. They put the expectations on themselves like they just gonna flat out dominate. That they gonna win every year. So when you put yourself to that standard, we got no choice but to hold you to that level and to that standard. So they actually put themselves, but I was just saying, Midtown, they put themselves on that pedestal, so we judge them off of that criteria. With the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis is considered an MVP candidate year after year. People always consider Dame Lillard one of the top scorers, if not top guards in the game. And everybody always said that Dame Lillard, if he just give it a team and give it another superstar, he would win. This your opportunity, Dame, and guess what you're doing? You getting outplayed by Tyrese Halliburton. That got one of the ugliest jump shots in the NBA, and you still get dead by him. You don't play defense. All you do is take dumb shots. And Giannis, where was your defense that last night against Miles Turner? You let Miles Turner get a double-double on you? Where was your defense? Where was your defense, Giannis? You ain't play no defense. And Dakota Fair, see, here's the thing. You got a lot of teams that's not far behind them. Indiana Pacers a game back from the Bucks after that win last night. Orlando Magic right there. It's a lot of teams right in that middle, so that third spot is not secure, my nigga. And on top of that, because the nigga averaged 25 or 5 doesn't mean that he's doing great. That's what y'all niggas don't understand. You can't always go out the number. The numbers don't tell you the whole story. Milwaukee Bucks is horrific defensive. They can't stop guard penetration. Dame Lillard disappears in crucial moments of the game because of his shot selection. Dame Lillard doesn't let the game come to him. So not only as a player in Dame caliber, you taking dumbass shots, you also not playing defense. So not only that you take away possessions from your team throughout the game because of your shot selection, you also don't play on the other end. So I just give you an example. Dame Lillard would probably take 10 bad shots a game. And on top of this 10 bad shots a game, it goes come with 2 defensive mishaps as well. So out of those 10 shots you wasted, probably, let's just say you could have got 10 points out of those 10 bad shots if you actually did things the right way. You done gave up 20 on the other end because you can't stop a soul. That's a negative impact on your team, you guys. Bet too smart. Let me tell Mario, I'm finna text him now.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Mario. Shout out Ticket TV. What's good, big dog? Hearn, where you at?
I'm right here, Mars.
What up,
Mars, you
fellas?
there?
I'm
Miles,
here.
what's good, Mr. Miles?
What up, man?
Hey, too smart. You was in here first. Too smart. Go ahead, go off, and Mr. Mars go cook
All
these
Yeah,
right.
niggas too. Go ahead
yeah,
and cook
man.
Dame Little Punkins,
Yeah,
Mr. Too Smart.
man. I told people I told people when the trade happened, man, that this was gonna hurt the Milwaukee Bucks. Damian Lillard is a 3-point heaving, shot jacking, defensive liability. You got scoring, but you lost defense in Drew Holiday. So now that's putting extra pressure on who? Giannis. Like you said, Giannis got cooked last night. he let a nigga get a double-double. And it might not be cooked, but on your watch.
When a nigga get over 25, he got cooked.
Oh,
Miles Turner
okay.
had 26 points.
He had oh yeah, that's cooked. So and man, I told people last year, I was just talking to my homeboy about it last night. I said, bro, remember when I said last year that the Pacers, they give them 3 years and they coming? Man, the Pacers here right now, bro. They here right now. That team in Orlando here right now too. Listen, man, the East got a lot of tough guards. They got a lot of tough guards. Dame can't guard nobody. Who is he gonna guard? He got outplayed by Tyrese Halliburton, who is how tall is Halliburton? 6'6". You can't guard him
With probably one of the ugliest jump shots in
with an
NBA
ugly
history,
jump shot.
baby.
You can't guard him. So now you putting all this pressure on your front court, and now Giannis can't produce. And I like Giannis off the court. I think he's probably a funny guy. I think he's probably a cool guy to chill with. No, he probably funny as hell in real life. But on that court, bro, let me tell you, all that running like you what's buddy out of Alabama, like you a running back trying to get to the basket, bro. Man, that shit ain't gonna work forever, bro. It ain't gonna work forever, man. And I kind of like his game because I kind of like how he got like that, that ill factor in him a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like it, but
I don't like his gun.
I don't like it.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: he got like a spirit in him. He got heart in him. I could see that much, and it's mainly because he big, he tall, he long, he freak of nature, athletic. But I kind of like to see somebody, frown up their face and take it to somebody and with no regard. You really don't see that in the NBA. That's all I'm saying. So I give him that much. But yeah, so far as his game, I can't say I like his total package because he got a small package, bro. Pause. He got a small package. But I'm gonna let Mr. Moss cook, man. Mr. Moss, the highest order in this basketball shit. Go ahead, bro.
I'm not the highest order, man. I just talk hoop, man. But the gig is up, man. The gig is up. You feel me? People run around here calling this dude the best player in the world, and time after time, we didn't see this dude in winning time not have a legitimate go-to move to get winning basketball at the end of games. I mean, dude, like no offense, but Tyrese Halliburton had no business last night being the best player on that court. You know what I'm saying? He had no business being that, and he was that. 27 points, 15 assists, 0 turnovers, clutch shot after clutch shot in the fourth quarter, while Giannis is just standing around doing nothing. I mean, he had that one little baseline layup, but that was about it, So when I say the gig is up, I mean, listen, man, I mean, the jury's out. It's been out. You clog that paint, you make him see a couple bodies, and you can pretty much lock that up, His lack of perimeter game is really a major flaw. If you can't shoot the ball from the perimeter and you can't shoot, basic jump shots, the defense can guard you in so many different ways. They can load up on you now. As far as Dame goes, Ticket said it best. He don't play winning basketball. We knew this, right? I mean, this is the same dude who had double-digit leads in the conference finals versus the Warriors, and for some reason decided to jack up 40-foot threes, double pumping threes from like top of the key, contested shots. And so, I mean, everybody thought just because you pair Dame with Giannis, oh, and by the way, they told me, Herm, that, the most dangerous play, is going to be the Dame and Giannis pick and roll.
Yep.
Well, look, bro, they didn't run that pick and roll not one time last night in the fourth quarter in winning time. So there's a play you guys have. Supposedly it's unstoppable, but you don't go to it. I mean, what does that tell you? It tells you that they're flawed. You know what I'm saying? And I see somebody inside the comment section talking about Giannis had 37 points. Yeah, those are empty stats.
Empty stats.
Again, bro, I don't care how much you score.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't care how much you score. I care about when you score. Because y'all don't give KD that same, or some other players that same sentiment. You know what I'm saying? If I say KD's averaging 30 for the season and shooting 50, 50, 90, y'all going to say, well, yeah, but, he doesn't close fourth quarters. He lost. So we gotta be consistent, with our assessments. Listen, man, let me close with this real quick, man. I don't like their coach. Adrian Griffin looks like he's over his head. I don't like their rotations. I don't like their 3-point shooting. I think Chris Middleton is clearly not the same player. I think they lost something by giving up Grayson Allen. I think they lost something by giving up Drew Holiday. It's just, I don't think they're constructed the right way. And again, this heroic style shooting from Dame, that's not going to win you nothing. And Giannis has Ben Baker on his assistant coach's bench. Ben Baker has a legitimate post game pick and pop game, and you would think that he would be working with this dude, and his game would change a little bit.
Well, hold on, Maz, not to cut your wisdom, but
it's all good, bro.
I thought they said Giannis worked out with Akeem Olajuwon in the summer, though.
Yeah, well, listen, man. I guess he did, but listen, you have to have at least a little bit of of footwork and skill to go to Hakeem. Hakeem is there just to enhance what you already have. You can't go to Hakeem Olajuwon and you're just green and you have no type of skill. He's just going to enhance what you already have. So, I'm not sure what he was working with Giannis on, because Giannis needs to go back to the basics.
Man, King probably was looking at that nigga like, this what y'all call
it? Right, yeah. He wasted that King time, bro. You came like, nigga, what? Like your tall fucking roboted ass came to me for what? Like, I can't help you. Go back to the drawing board.
And look at Will's dumb ass. Look at
the Bucks are going to win some games.
In the moment. Talk about we living in the moment. Nigga, the Bucks are what they are. A mediocre team that go lose in the second round. They are what they are.
Right. The Bucks are going to win games. They're going to be a top 1-2 seed. Their thing is when it, versus a good team like Philly or Boston, when it comes down to winning time, and the game is close, I don't see the Bucks winning those games because they don't play a style that's conducive to winning. And their best so-called player in Giannis, he doesn't have a go-to move. And Miles Turner last night had a pretty good game. He was blocking shots. He was rebounding, 26, 27 points, I believe. He was a presence. And so, this theory that Giannis is this defensive, because y'all told me that, well, he's a big man. He shouldn't have to guard, perimeter players. Okay, well, why didn't he guard Miles Turner then? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you guard him then?
Couldn't even stop Miles Turner.
Yeah, so
I better not see Giannis on no damn defensive team this year.
Right.
You better not make a defensive team.
Right.
I'm gonna go off.
This nigga ticket. I didn't see no video yesterday, like a 2-hour video of him clowning Giannis. I didn't see that yesterday. But he made videos on the Clippers and Phoenix Suns, right? This is crazy. Could y'all imagine if Tyrese Halliburton would have cooked Kawhi and he would have cooked KD? What would have happened? Yeah. Oh, Tyrese owns him, blah, blah, blah. Well, where's the video of Tyrese owning Giannis? I didn't see that yesterday. Did you see that, Herm? I didn't see that.
Nope, I didn't see it at all. That's why I'm doing one now.
Yeah, thank you, Herm.
That's why I'm doing one now.
Thank you, Herm.
I giving the people what they need. You got some clowns gonna be mad because a nigga cooking Giannis a Dame, but at the end of the day, Dame, since you guys want to clown Russ or James Harden, Dame Lillard in the same category. Just to play winning basketball like them two.
Well, let me do you one. Let me ask you this then, Herm. Which one is like worse right now? James Harden and the Clippers or Dame to the Bucks? Which one was the worst trade?
Right now, you gotta say James Harden to the Clippers because they 500. Because they 500, so you gotta say James.
Oh, right.
To the Clippers
right. Okay.
At least Dame and them a top 3 seed in the East.
Right.
Shit, the Clippers in the play-in situation right now.
I give you that. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I told people this last year, Dame got a lot of fans, man, but the reality is, like you guys both said, he doesn't play winning basketball, man. He's just a shot heaver, man. He's heaving from half court.
Too smart. Let me tell you how soft and how Giannis is, bro. Everybody talks about him being this leader and he got old school values. Well, did y'all know when Dame was traded to the Bucks, Giannis told the reporter that this is now Dame's team? That's what he said. He said, "This ain't my team." He was like, "No. This is Damian Lillard's team." Giannis said that, bro. And so we harp on this dude being
Wow.
a leader. He's strong. He gets it from the mud. But this motherfucker let a fucking 6'2" guard who ain't never won shit come on his team, right, and say he's a leader. But we want to praise that shit. But y'all gonna get on Kawhi and KD and call them non-leaders. But this motherfucker is known for calling other players the best player in the world, conceding at the podium, letting fucking losers come to his team
You're
and
right.
fucking dictate everything and call them the fucking leader.
The
Man, this shit
nigga
crazy,
panicked.
bro.
The nigga panicked.
Yeah.
Then he panicked because he lost to an 8th seed in the first round last
Right.
year. So he trying to put pressure on the organization to make a move.
Right.
They make a move for your dumb ass and gave you a supposed superstar, and
Nigga still can't close.
now you still can't close. So in end of the day, Giannis, I lost respect for you. You ain't worked on your game since 2021. You haven't made any improvements. You still the same nigga for 2021. You ain't made no
Same
strides.
motherfucker, man.
You don't have a post game. Your footwork is horrific. You do that ugly ass Euro stuff every time to try to go back to your right because your ass really ain't got no skills whatsoever. You don't even have a 10-footer. At least have a 10-footer, nigga. You don't
He
even
ain't got
have
it, bro.
that.
He ain't got it.
Your ass don't play defense anymore, so I bet not
Nope.
see you on an all defensive team. You
Better
let
not.
Miles Turner get a double on your ass. Man, look, man, Giannis, you shit water, man. You ain't got it like that. You cool. You an all-star caliber player, but for a superstar, you not a damn superstar. Dame, you not even an all-star no more. You on the borderline. You on the damn near Dame. You down on the same level as Tyrese Maxey better than you right now, Dame. I
I
take
agree.
Tyrese Maxey over you,
I
Dame.
agree.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yep. He's better. Tyrese Halliburton's better. Darren Fox is better. Yeah,
SGA
I agree.
better.
I agree with that.
Damn, you might not be top 10 anymore. Hell, I take dumbass Ja over you right now.
You know what's funny is like all these superstars have been getting killed for trying to build a super team and not staying 10 toes down. But didn't Giannis in the offseason tell the Bucks, I'm not going to re-sign the deal until I feel like we're making moves? Nigga, y'all been the number one seed for the past 2-3 years, right? And then all of a sudden, Drew Holiday's gone, and then Dame's there, and then you still can't get it done. I mean, he basically doing what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? He doing the same shit. He told his team, I'm not going to resign until you guys make it seem like y'all want to win. Well, y'all been the number one seed the last 2 or 3 years, or at least a top 2 seed, and you're the reason why the Bucks don't win. Your individual skill set is the reason why y'all been losing, because this nigga can't close the fourth quarter to save his fucking life.
You said he had 2 last night in the fourth quarter?
Yep.
Yeah. Basically, it was in garbage time, bro. The game was out of reach. He drove baseline and fucking the dude just conceded and loved the way he laid it up. But other than that, bro,
He really has zero.
Yeah, bro. This shit was crazy, man. Yeah, this thing got to looking like a fucking robot. Yeah.
Wow.
Easy work, Bucks. Y'all lose in the second round. It is what it is. And guess what Giannis gonna do, Miles? He gonna end up asking for a trade in the offseason.
I know.
I was saying, yeah.
Yep. He gonna ask for a trade.
He gonna ask for a trade.
He gonna ask for a trade.
And guess what? If I'm a team in the NBA, I wouldn't want to deal with no
Me
skill
neither.
having nigga because he only gonna be athletic for at least two more years. So once he loses athleticism, what the hell Giannis gonna give to a team once he loses athleticism?
Come on, bro. I mean, nothing. He can't give shit now, really, in the fourth quarter offensively.
DeAndre Jordan got more in his bag than Giannis, nigga.
That's sad, bro.
I seen DeAndre Jordan against the Clippers this year show more in his bag than what Giannis showed all year. DeAndre Jordan was looking like an all-star center against the damn strippers.
Yeah. And this is a team that Ticket picks to fucking win the East that he trusts. And Ticket trusts this shit. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, let's take the feelings aside and stop making things personal, man. Like, and just analyze basketball. Like, the Bucks, nah, man, they frauds. He's a fraud. Dame's a fraud.
Midtown Breezy, you can bring your capping ass on the pounder, nigga, if you feel some type of way, because we cooking the Bucks. I know you from the Midwest, but hell, Giannis sucks. Giannis sucks, nigga. But Giannis sucks. Doesn't have he nigga straight up and down, no special effects, man. Straight up and down, Dame Lillard, A sharpshooter.
Yeah, don't make it personal, Midtown Breezy, bro. Oh my
Hey,
god.
Midtown, I got more. Hey, I got more in my bag than Giannis. Hey, Midtown, I got more in my bag than Giannis. I got at least now. I kind of fucked up because I got a fucked up foot and shit now. But I got two go-to moves. Giannis ain't got one.
Right, right, right,
Giannis don't
right.
even have one go-to move. Hey, and show you Midtown. Guess what? Come to Memphis, Tennessee. I put 30 on you. I put 30 on you in 10 minutes. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do every time. I'm gonna tell your ass what I'm gonna do every time, Midtown. And me and Mars will take on you and whoever you pick, nigga. Me and Mars will take on whoever you pick,
Oh
Midtown.
snap!
We gonna kick y'all ass. I just know I got more moves than Giannis, nigga. You want to see you want to know how many moves? What I got in my bag? I got more in my bag than Giannis. That's what I got. Shit.
I kind of feel confident saying that too, because I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm only 6'1". I was a combo guard in college, but I mean, dude, all he could do, he's good on a break. He's good in transition. Okay, but other than that, I mean, the dude, he ain't got no poster. He doesn't have a jumper. It's not like he's stepping into no jumpers, bro. I kind of like his little shake and bake handles for his size. He got a little heen move or whatever like that. But it's to get to the rack, bro. It's not to heme and then pull up for a jumper. So if that lane is clogged, which, like I said, man, yeah, it all started when they started building the wall, and yeah, he got one chip, but you see, he ain't done shit since, bro. It's what you call scouting report.
And he ain't gonna do shit. Now, but wait a minute. Yes, I'm on YouTube, but at the height, I did have a D1 scholarship to Mississippi State for baseball and basketball. I actually was way better in baseball, so I leaned towards that more. For basketball, I was hooping, but as I got hurt and my body started deteriorating, kind of, I start I start scoring off screens more. I kind of move off the ball a lot. I kind of do what Clay and Reggie Miller do now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't move as fast as I used to going to my left because of my fucked up foot. I got like 6 screws in my foot now. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't move like I used to. When I was moving, I could go left heads a 2 dribble pull up on your ass, all this shit. Going to my left, cooking you. Have y'all bounce, 1, 2, 3 dribble pull ups, all this shit I was doing. But now, you know what I'm saying? Because I kind of handicap a little bit. I kind of just move around and run off screens, and because I know how to run off screens, because I could shoot. That's what I do.
Right, Mont dog. And wait a minute, you got a point. Bro, Katie got swept with all his skills, but I mean that's underachieving. That's underachieving. I mean, Giannis, he doesn't have anything, bro. I mean, his only weapon is to get to the paint, bro. Like, he doesn't play defense like he used to. You know, uh,
Nope.
it's not like he's uh making plays. He's a playmaker or anything like that. He's not a playmaking big. He's only his only gift is really offense. And I mean, he used to play defense, but his only gift is
Hey,
offense. And the only layer to his offense is getting to the rack.
hey, and porno guy. I was athletic though at one point though. I'm 5'10", but I used to dunk. I had a 38-inch vertical being a 5'10" nigga. So I was athletic as hell now. It's just that I was so good at baseball though, I couldn't pass that up. But what fucked me up, I just was hard headed though. I just was crazy as hell back then. I was still in the street. I banned for Starksville to this day. They didn't even want to report the type of shit that I had going on, man. I had a lot of my teammates snorting that powder and everything around that time, man. They didn't want to put that shit out there. They wasn't gonna let ESPN get a hold of that back then. That was around 2006. They weren't gonna let that get around. And Mississippi State in baseball was like top 5 in the nation year in and year out. And I was supposed to play with them.
Mm.
Cause I had a 94 mile per hour fastball and all this
Oh,
shit.
you was pitching.
Yeah, they were gonna
Man.
have. I could hit too though, but they mainly wanted me to pitch because I had a hell of a change up, and my fastball had a lot of movement, so they wanted me to pitch. And porno guy, I don't regret shit in my life, man. Look, I'm a street. I was a street nigga. I changed my life around. I passed a lot of my mistakes and knowledge to the youth. I give back to my community. I do all that. So I ain't no fucked up bad. I ain't fucked up about my life. I just learned from. I didn't have the guidance like a lot of cats had. If I had the guidance, I probably would have been cool. My father was battling his own battles. He good now, but at the time, he was battling his own battles, man. Because he was good at his sport as well. He was actually drafted in '84 to the Expos. Uh,
Okay.
he just, had a bad back and bad knees and got addicted to painkillers. So I mean,
Okay.
it just
Yeah.
that was back then when shit was potent. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can tell you, I could give you, nigga, if I really focus and want to write a book, I could write a hell of a book about my life story. A value pain, yep, it's in the trap.
Hey,
Yeah, it was in the
Neo,
trap.
bro. Hey, Neo, man. It's just basketball talk, bro. It like y'all got to get out y'all feelings a little bit, man. You gotta get out your feelings, man.
Yeah. And then look at JD. Well, because I'm 5'10", I score 30 on you, JDM. I keep telling you what I do now. I score 30 on you now. With 6 screws in my foot, I score 30 on you now. And I give you my real height. Like, they used to always put me at 6 feet. Man, I'm 5'10" like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna cap. 5'10" and a
Yeah.
half, but I'm gonna say I'm 5'10". Cause that just is what it is. Them motherfuckers used to put me at 6 feet. Nigga, I'm
Yeah.
5'10" like a
Yeah, they
motherfucker.
always do.
I
I got
had
boosted
long
up in college too.
I had long arms and shit, and then when I got kicked out of
Yeah, they do
Mississippi,
count wingspan too, for sure. Yeah.
yeah. So
Mhm.
that's what man, cause I had long arms, like
Mhm.
at least like I'm 6'7" or something. Cause I've been
Mhm.
the same. I was the same height since the 8th grade. Niggas thought I was gonna be tall. I was the same
Man, that's
height since
crazy.
yeah.
Man, I was 5'7" all throughout high school, bro. All
Man,
throughout high school, bro.
I was
It wasn't until I
5'10".
turned 19. I turned 19. I started having back pains. Boy, I sprouted quick, and I got a whole twin sister, and she 5'2". So I thought I was just gonna be, 5'7", 5. I thought maybe I'd be maybe 5'9". Boy, I hit 6'1", and yeah,
The
man.
the real Lou T, I ain't gonna lie, I play like I'm 6'3" though, but I'm really
That's what
5'10".
they had me as in college, 6'3". But I knew I wasn't no damn 6'3".
Not like man, but I come from an era in my era full of physical guards. I was younger than them, but my nigga Andre Allen playing the national championship where he got suspended because he took the charge with D Rose, but he was on that Derrick Rose team. In Memphis when they went to the national championship. My boy Tonyo Burks,
Oh, yeah. I think I remember. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he failed the drug test, but my nigga Antonio Burks played in Memphis too. Got drafted, played for the Memphis Grizzlies, played overseas, got shot. His career ended after he got shot shooting dice. Other guards that I played, I the nigga I went against Thaddeus Young and them. Well, shit went against them, and Thad's still in the league now.
He damn sure is, ain't it? Yeah, who he on the Bulls? Where he at?
Uh Toronto.
Toronto.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Neo 83. Now I'm gonna get back to the Milwaukee Bucks though.
Yeah.
So I want all y'all to be real with yourselves. So you guys gonna sit up there and ignore what you guys seeing out there on the court. So you telling me Giannis has a bag, Neo 83? You telling me Giannis has a legit post game that he got one or two go-to moves in the post? You telling me that Giannis has a hook shot? You telling me that Giannis has a 10 to 14 footer jumper that
A
he can go to
floater.
whenever he wants to? Do Giannis have a floater? Um, when it comes to Giannis, he's one dimensional. All they do is hang around the top of the key, go hard left, go hard right. And for
And he
all
not even a
fair,
playmaker. He not even a playmaker.
nope, not a playmaker. And he do that ugly ass Euro step. Now I'm gonna go into Damian Lillard. So I'm capping when I say Damian Lillard probably has one of the worst shot selections in the NBA today. So I'm capping when I say that you got to put him in the same category as James Harden and Russ, because he haven't won shit and hasn't proven shit. At least Russ or James Harden been to a finals. Damian Lillard not even got there. So I'm lying when I say that Damian Lillard is a liability defensively. Am I lying when I say Damian Lillard is not a good distributor of the basketball?
Your last told, bro.
So when you guys talk about a nigga trolling, when you guys talk about a guy is capping and all that, how prove to me that I'm wrong? Midtown. Am I wrong with whatever I just said? What I just described about Dame Lillard, am I lying? Am I lying, Midtown? Tell me if I'm lying or I'm trolling. Tell me I'm trolling.
He said Giannis a top 5 player.
Porno God, I can understand why you caught up because of his stats, but he is not a top 5 player of the game. Right now, I got Jokic over him. I got Steph Curry over him. I got Embiid over him because what Embiid doing with Philly, without a superstar, is remarkable. Because y'all would have gave Giannis all that credit. I put Luka over that nigga. I still put KD over that nigga.
I'm taking 39-year-old LeBron over Giannis.
Yeah, I'm about to go there. I'm gonna take LeBron over that nigga because Giannis go concede to LeBron during the game. Like LeBron is still the greatest. He's the best in the game. He gonna be on that dumbass shit. Man, look, man. SGA better than that nigga. De'Aaron Fox better than that nigga. Man, I can really keep going. Man, Jason Tatum better than that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
He chose too though.
That's all you know, her and you and Mash, you straight. We beat Phillies.
I mean, regular season game. I got to see it in the player. Y'all, the Milwaukee Bucks lost to the AFC last year. I cannot take Jimmy Butler better than that nigga too. By the way, I can't take that nigga serious.
Absolutely.
I can't take that. I can't take that nigga serious. And they lost to the AFC last year. Got gentlemen swept at that. And the only game the Milwaukee Bucks won, Giannis didn't even play.
Damn.
So, what that tell you? What that tell you? A porno guy, he is. Cause all Giannis gonna do is get exposed again. Let them fuck around and play a good coach team in the first round or second round. They might lose. If they play Indiana in a 7-game series, I slick don't know how to pick that. I wouldn't even know how to choose them. Cause Indiana actually would have a legit shot.
I believe so too. I believe so too.
I don't even like Indiana. Hey, Stello, I'm a country ass nigga. I may talk slow, but I know what the hell I'm talking about. If you sit up there. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, if I ask y'all again, can I break it? I'm gonna break it down one more time. So if I'm lying, after I say this statement, y'all put a 1 in the chat. If I'm telling the truth, put a 2. So am I lying when I say Dame Lillard is a liability defensively? Am I lying when I say Dame Lillard has one of the worst shot selections in the game? Am I lying when Dame Lillard is not a good distributor of the basketball? am I lying? Am I lying that Dame Lillard is just a liability, period, both offensively and defensively? So when it comes to Giannis, am I lying? And am I lying that Giannis doesn't have a post game? Am I lying? Am I lying that Giannis doesn't have 2 go-to moves in the post? Am I lying that Giannis doesn't have a floater? Am I lying that Giannis don't have a 10 to 15 foot jump shot? And I'm lying that Giannis is very predictable. And that you could game plan easy. You could game plan easy for Giannis. Hey, Midtown, you put two. When you put the two in there, I told the truth, nigga. That means the truth. See, that's how I get to dumbass. I said put a one in there if I'm lying, and put a two in there if I'm telling the truth.
I think he was putting the twos in there for Dame. But when you started talking about Giannis, now you lying. Now you lying.
So Midtown, put in the comment section. Break down Giannis' game to me. Break down Giannis' whole package. What does he do well, and what he doesn't do well. Break it down. Still owes you two. Because he's not a good defender anymore. Because if he was, shit, Miles Turner would have had a 26-point double-double.
Euro run you over layup. Yep.
That's
That's
all.
it,
That's
bro.
it. That's his
That's it.
game.
In transition.
That's his game. Man, there's one thing about it, man.
He ain't
Like,
shit in the half court.
y'all make now. You could say now. See, this what you can say if you go critique me, if you go have a comeback on me, Stellos and Midtown. You can say, Herm, this is early. You being a little too harsh. Now that's a fair criticism. That's fair critique of what I'm saying. But for us, what we're seeing out there, nigga not lying. What I saw when Bucks got gentlemen swept last year by the Heat by AFC, that's what we were seeing out there. And wait a minute. I can't. Hey, still, if he had a post game, why he doesn't go to the post often? The nigga don't even go to the post, and he can't shoot mid. All right, Stella, if he can shoot mid range, what's his field goal percentage for the mid range? I'll wait. I'll wait. And I can give you the positives about Giannis right now. I can give you what Giannis do great. Giannis is a great rebounder.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is great at transition because he could get the rebound and
Mm-hmm.
go. Because
Mm-hmm.
he's so athletic, he can outrun a lot of guys at transition after getting the rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is very athletic. Giannis can finish at the rim at a high rate.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is a great team defender. He's not a great one-on-one defender, but he's a great team defender to the
Yep.
point where he would contest a lot of shots at the rim.
On the help
He's a,
side, yeah.
he
Mm-hmm.
can help on the weak side.
Yep.
That's what he
Mm-hmm.
could do very well.
Mm-hmm.
Force distributing, I think he's mid. I think he could be a better distributor, but he
Oh,
kind of lacks in that
yeah, he's
sometimes because
definitely lacking that.
he gets frustrated too easy sometimes because of the type of game plans that the opposing teams have set for him. He kind of panics a little bit and he doesn't stick to what he should do for us.
Mills, he did that this summer. He supposedly had went to work out with him this summer.
And he did work out with him. It's just that you don't see any improvements because he doesn't have any footwork. He is very clumsy. Like you could tell that he always been a clumsy ass nigga. That's why you don't really see a lot of good finesse in his game. Um,
Let me ask you something. When did Giannis start playing ball? Because I think you know what I think this is. I think this just got a lot to do with him.
I
Being
don't know.
born.
I think actually 13. I think when he was
Oh, he
13
did.
years old. I think so.
That's still kind of late though.
Because Milwaukee drafted him as a project. And when you think about it. And he ended up because you gotta realize he did win most approved and all that shit back then. And wait a minute, not really. If I break down what's the legit if I break down Joker's game, other than athleticism and probably his one-on-one defense, what negative thing you could say about Jokic outside of that? Outside of no athleticism and one-on-one defense.
Yeah, if he started playing basketball when he was like 13, or some people in the chat saying around the 10th grade, that's late. That's late as hell. Even 13 is late compared to them guys in the NBA who've been playing since they was 5 and all that. So I think he doesn't have an understanding of the game. It's kind of like I'm not gonna put
in,
him on the. I'm not
in,
dissing
in,
him.
mid, in Midtown, and I'm gonna tell you this: if he played in the era where you had gifted guys at the power forward as center position, like he had to deal with Alonzo Mourning, Mutombo, David Robinson, Keem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing, Chris Webber, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki,
Man,
Amar
please.
Stoudemire, Karl Malone, Sean Kemp. If you did Charles Barkley, if he did it with those guys, you think he'll
Mhm.
had that much success? And then
Man,
you able to
please.
be physical? Come on, man. You can't even touch a nigga, really. That's what hurt him. But guys realize this is what we gonna do, especially in the playoffs. We gonna sag off of him. We gonna make him into a jump shooter. If he don't want to shoot the jumper, we able to defend the rest of his teammates easy because he ain't gonna be able to dribble a kick. We already playing 10 feet back on the nigga. Man, we gotta tell the truth, bro. Yeah, he scored 50 in the closeout. It was mainly because Milwaukee Bucks, they finally used common sense and set Brook Lopez down. That's why we won them the series against Phoenix. If they would have kept Brook Lopez playing those major minutes, they would have got swept by Phoenix. But because they made that adjustment with Bobby Portis, that's what won them the series.
So you don't think Giannis is a generational talent? You don't think he could play in any of the other eras?
No, if he played in the other eras, he'll just be average and he'll be a role player.
Mm.
I think his game would have translate well to the other eras. I don't think it would.
A lot of these guys, really. I mean, because you got to think about it. You're taking away all of the advanced technology that they have now, and you're putting them in a tougher environment on top of that. And people will say, "Well, what about if those people came to this era?" Well, I mean, it's like a bonus. You giving them those tough guys from that era. You're giving them all of the advanced knowledge and athletics and workout regimen and stuff like that. That's why I see why people say Jordan would average 40. I see why they say Kobe would average 40 in this era. I see why. Oh shit, I'm at work. Hold on. Oh, that ain't for me. So yeah, I mean, let me turn these people off.
Yeah.
I'm at work.
And
My bad.
midtown, it's not nitpicking because that's a major flaw in this game, which lead to the Milwaukee Bucks to be inconsistent, which lead to the Milwaukee Bucks being exposed as often as they be exposed. So this is not nitpicking. This is some issues that needs to be addressed. But I don't know how they go to address it. But it needs to be addressed. And Giannis would not be better in older eras because you had to have a post game. You had to have the 10 or 15 footer. You had to have that. The only guy that he'll be, I put it like this. This is what Giannis would be in that era. He'll be like Mutombo. He'll be just like
Yep.
Mutombo.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Giannis would be Mutombo.
Yeah. I agree. Midtown, you just gotta take your feelings out of it. Take your emotions, take your feelings, take your favoritism, all of the affinity that you have for Giannis. Take that away and just analyze his game, bro. That's all we doing, bro. Just analyze his game, Midtown. That's all Herm saying. It ain't got to be
Yeah.
personal. It ain't got to be, oh, I mean, bro. I mean, come on, bro.
Point on God, I'm not hating on him because I actually, this the fucked up part. I actually was rolling when Giannis got like, okay, he might have a chance to take over the league. But when I seen a guy that hasn't improved on his game at
He
all,
plateaued. Exactly. He
I
plateaued
gotta
right where
call
he
it
at.
out.
He
Yeah, he
right where he at.
stayed. He's the same player for 2021. What has
Yep.
he improved on?
Yep.
Since he won the title, what
Yep.
what has he improved on his game?
Exactly. I was just like you. I was saying the same thing. Boy, if that boy develop a jump shot or if he develop a post game, oh man, this finna be Giannis league. Now, a few years later, he's still the same
Wait,
guy.
wait. Now see, this is the disrespect that I ain't finna allow. Ain't no
Damn, Hearn, you breaking up, bro. I think you breaking up, Hearn. Damn, wait a minute. You lucky, boy. Hearn was finna go in on you. He probably in a bad area. Herm, you there? Yeah, he probably in a bad spot right now. Um.
What up, Tom? I'm still here, too smart.
Okay, Mass. Okay, Mass.
Yeah, but I gotta get going though, cause I gotta get my hair cut. I'm gonna be late for my appointment. But I've been listening, man. Yeah, this dude he still got the same flaws he's been had, you know. And so, I mean, it's just we can't go against what we see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
I mean, if it's the truth, then how can it be deemed hate? I'm not hating. I'm
Right.
just pointing out an obvious. The dude still can't shoot. He still ain't got no
Facts.
consistent go-to move. You know, he's very jittery and very chaotic, you know, in crowds or like in a crowded paint. And his handle is suspect, his moves are suspect. And I mean, you can see it at the end of games. I mean, last time I checked, the best time to break out your toolbox and showcase your tools
Mm-hmm.
is in winning time.
Mm-hmm.
That's where elite players are deemed to be elite. I mean, Tyrese showed you last night what he can do, right? Floater off the glass, floater, jump shot, step back three, game over. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna drop 15 assists, no turnovers. I mean, what are we talking about here? Y'all mad at me because I want a player who is deemed the best in the world
Mm.
just to showcase a move and the game's on the line? Like, what the fuck is going on around here, man? Like, why are we lowering the bar for? Shit crazy,
Unfortunately,
man.
that's what's going on. The
Yeah, the
bar
bar
has
is
been
being
lowered.
lowered, man.
Yep. Yep.
The
That's
bar is
what's
being
going on
lowered.
now. Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a player deemed to be the best player in the world on the planet. And in the fourth quarter, you legitimately, I didn't say that word right, but you, you really can't go to him consistently because he doesn't have a consistent go-to move that he feels comfortable enough to go to when times get tough.
Mm-hmm.
But we gonna praise that? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, could you imagine MJ, Kobe, KD, LeBron, Kawhi,
Mm-hmm.
Timmy, Dirk
Mm-hmm.
in the fourth quarter, games on the wood, and we're questioning their go-to moves? I mean, what are we talking about here, bro? I mean, this shit's crazy. It's crazy, bro. You know, I mean, we're lowering the standard, and I mean, I'm old school, so that shit don't work on
Mm-hmm.
me. I've seen greatness, bro. I've seen fourth
Mm-hmm.
quarter killers. I've seen guys with a counter to your counter. They counter that counter. They got a plan A, B, C, D, and E. This nigga ain't got a plan A.
Hey
Mm.
man, do you think that Giannis, if he played in the other eras with the talented big man, I compare it. I say he'll be
He'll
Matumbo.
be like an Antonio Davis or Joe Davis, respectfully.
Damn.
You know, which is still a good player, a decent player.
Mm-hmm.
But those bigs back in those days, bro, were just as big, just as physical. They all can pick and pop. Anthony
Mm-hmm.
Mason pick and pop. Charles Oakley pick and pop. Joe Davis pick and pop. I mean, the list goes on and on. You know, and so he would be a good player, but he would be legitimately like a role player though. Like he wouldn't even be close to being the best big man in the league, bro. Because because back then, you know, the Patricks, the David Robinsons, the Hakeems, bro, the Elijah ones, the Shaqs, all these guys had multiple moves. And most of those bigs that I named had, you know, even Rick Smith's had like a little 15-foot, you know, face up jumper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can pick and pop with them, right? I mean, Van Baker. I mean, the list goes on and on. So
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean, he would be a Dale Davis, a Antonio Davis, you know, um, because back then the paint was physical. It was tough, you know, and you had to resort to some type of perimeter game because you wasn't just going to bully your way into the paint versus those guys. Can you imagine, bro, Charles Oakley or Xavier McDaniels guarding this dude or David, the Davis brothers? He's not finna just bully those dudes to the paint. What? Absolutely not. So no, he would be a role player. He would probably get like 15 minutes a game and sit his fucking mechanical ass on the bench. That's what he would do.
You know what? With all that being said, I'm starting to think that I'm gonna have to start retracting some of my statements that I made about. I said a couple streams ago that the older eras they they had a higher IQ, but then this era was more skilled. I think I'm gonna take that back. I don't think that this era is more skilled anymore. Um, I just think they're athletic. You know, I just think they're just athletic. Um, They're not really skilled because skill. Uh, I mean the definition of skill. Let me Google that. The definition of skill says the ability to do something well. Okay. Well, I mean, if we praise a one-dimensional player, man, I mean, what are we doing? I mean, this guy, he doesn't have a bag, bro. He's I see people in the chat saying he doesn't have to have a shot, he doesn't have to have a post move.
That lets you know how bad the error is.
That right. Thank you. That's what I'm getting to, man. And this is why I really kind of don't even like the NBA anymore. Um it's just these players, man, they just aren't they aren't those guys. They aren't him. It's not a lot of hims out there, man. It's not a lot of guys that can, like you said, it's just the big man back then were more skilled, bro. Like you said, they would pick and pop. And somebody said that he didn't have to have a shot, or he didn't have to have. And then somebody brought up Jokic, and I'm glad you said that because Jokic ain't athletic at all, but he has multiple layers to himself. He has multiple layers to his game. This guy Giannis is only good in transition. When it's half court, he looking crazy on the court. And I don't watch too many of his games, but the ones that I have seen, the finals included, which they had a better team than. But it's one dimensional, guys, and it's nothing wrong for us coming in here and just saying, "Hey, this guy one dimensional. Nobody cooks him though. He's always getting a pass." Cause he did. Mass is right. He does get a pass, bro. Giannis get a pass, bro. Y'all wooed and wowed by the dunk and the Euro dunk. I mean, bro, that's it, bro. That's it. He ain't got no ice in his veins, none, because he doesn't have the ability. He doesn't have the ability, bro. That's all we saying. It's not saying that he's not good at what he does, which is that one dimension, that one layer of him being good in transition. He may be okay, in defense or whatever, but he's not a playmaker. He doesn't have a shot. He's not posting up. I rest my case, man. The verdict is in, bro. I'm starting to believe that Giannis is a
The
fraud.
Milwaukee Bucks in trouble because you got two suspect ass players on your roster. You got one of the worst shot takers in the NBA and Dame Lillard. That's one of the most horrible defensive guards in the game as well. Doesn't defend worth a damn. Then you got Giannis, a guy that you can game plan for easy. That's that's a fucked up combination. And then you got your guy
So
that if he was healthy, he would have been the second option because I think this the only way it's gonna work. Middleton has to be the second option, and Dane got to be the third option. I ain't gonna lie, this is the only way to go. That's the only opportunity they got to make it work. Dane has
so
to be a third option.
let me get this straight. So you saying they in trouble because of what reason now?
Salute, Mingle.
All right, first of all, you got a nigga in Giannis that is very predictable. You can easily
No, I'm
game
saying what
plan.
you basing that off of though. What you basing that off of?
I'm basing it off what I see, nigga. That's what I'm telling you. I'm going off
And
what
so
we
because
see.
you basing because they got eliminated by the Pacers?
Nope, I base it off what I've been seeing for the past
Since he won his
since he won
chip.
his championship. He's been very predictable to game plan for. Then I'm
Yeah,
going off
yes,
of
yeah,
then I'm
man.
going off of Dame Lillard's body of work. A guy that chokes when it matters the most. A guy that has poor shot selection. A guy that doesn't really get teammates involved. But a guy he's a fucking liability on the defensive end of the ball.
Okay. So you telling me a guy that, like y'all say, don't have a bag and don't have all this extra shit, don't have a go-to move, like Ma said, don't have a plan A, B, C, all that nonsense. So you telling me that a guy that just won a ring recently, compared to all these dudes that quote unquote do have a bag that haven't won a ring since they won a ring, which was way back, haven't won a ring since they quote unquote got bags and still haven't won anything. So what's the difference between having a bag and not having a bag?
I think it's just the praise he get, bro.
The
The
thing is, though,
delusional
man,
praise
I'm
he
trying to
get.
figure it out
is,
because Kevin Durant can do it all. And the bitch haven't won since he left
no
Golden
respect.
State.
But guess
So
what?
what is having a bag and not having a bag have to do with anything?
But Mingle
That's
Juster,
fair.
why you trying to advocate? It's just kind of a good question. I say
No, I'm
kind
just
of
asking a question. I'm just simply asking a
because
question.
you ain't gonna hold Giannis responsible. So I know how you gonna
Bro,
be.
Giannis, listen,
And
bro. Giannis lost. He lost against the Heat. So did the Celtics. So did the Knicks. I mean, only team that beat the Heat last year was the Nuggets. So if that's the case,
all
if
right,
you basing it
Israel,
on
hold
that,
on.
then the Celtics are also frauds. 8 seed beating the Celtics, they beat them too. But if you basing it off of because Giannis can't win or he can't get out the first round or whatever the case may be, Giannis won a ring. The Celtics have.
I'm asking you a simple.
Also,
I'm asking you.
you can go
Thiago Splitter.
defensively.
Thiago Splitter won the ring too. But this why I'm at. This why I'm ask you though, Mingle Justice.
Nigga said Tiago split.
Yeah, because he won a ring too. But I'm gonna ask you this,
Bro,
Mingle Justice.
Tiago
What?
Splitter was not the leader of the Spurs team. Stop
Let
it,
me
Herman.
let me ask you this
Hey,
question.
get out of here. How you gonna try to compare first
Mingle,
option
let
to
me
a dude
ask you
like
this.
Tiago Splitter? Come on, man. Get out of here with that.
Mingle, let me ask you this question though. What improvements have you saw with Giannis' game ever since he won the championship?
Bro,
Answer
what
the
improvement have
question,
you saw
man.
in I'm finna answer it. What improvement have you saw in any of these guys' games? Let's be real. They all
I
do the same
seen.
thing.
Nah, I seen.
What? Hold on. Listen to this. When Kevin Durant played the Lakers,
He in his
when
mid
Kevin
thirties
Durant played
though.
the
He in
Lakers,
his mid thirties.
when Kevin Durant played the Lakers in the in season tournament, he looked at the same way he looked at against Boston, the same exact way,
Nah,
turning
but
over
you
the
can't.
ball,
But
over
Kevin
dribbling,
Durant. Nah,
couldn't
but
really get
Mingle,
his shot
you
off. He
missing
looked
my
at the
point,
same
Mingle.
exact way,
But
and he
Mingle.
quote unquote got a bag.
What's up,
Nah,
Herm?
but
What's up?
Mingle, you missing the whole point to the question. Giannis is one of
What
the
you mean
young.
missing the point? That's what you asked
Hold on,
me.
nigga. I'm trying to explain to your capping ass if you listen. At the end of the day, Giannis is a young guy. Mingle Justice. Kevin Durant is what he is
Who
now.
gives a fuck
And it,
about all that? That
hold
don't
on, yes
matter.
it is.
A
It do
bag is a
matter.
bag. No, it
No, no.
doesn't. A bag is a bag.
Mingle. So you telling me that it's acceptable because he won one championship in 2021? That's acceptable for him to be predictable, for him to be so predictable that teams already know what he's going to do before he even does it himself. And then he's a liability defense because he's a good help defender. He can't guard niggas one on one. Then on top of that, Giannis gets so frustrated he'll quit in the middle of a goddamn game because we've seen it.
And me
He
and Mingle, hold on, real quick. Let me put the icing on the cake on that, Hearn. People are saying he's the best player in the world.
No, they not. That's a lie.
they
Most people
have
say
been.
Jokic is.
Are
I think in the
they
Most
are?
people
past it
saying
was,
Jokic is.
but Jokic is kind
They
of
some
Most
would
people
say
on
saying
hold
Jokic
lately,
is.
though.
some would say he's top three. He's top three right now.
Yeah, most people saying Jokic is the best now. They no longer saying Giannis. They saying
But
Jokic.
Giannis not
He
playing top
was
three
though. I will say
basketball
he
though.
was the best player back.
He's not playing top three basketball though.
So can I?
What you mean? How is he not playing top three basketball? Explain that.
End of the day, Mingle Justice.
No, I
when
no,
you cry,
He was
no,
playing
no. You ain't finna just
basketball.
man,
speed past that like
I can't
no,
answer your
no, no,
question.
no.
I ain't gonna answer
You're
your
not
question if
finna,
this ain't no.
bro. No, you can't ask a question. You can't ask a question with a
Nigga, I
question.
was about to
Answer
answer it,
what I
nigga.
just
That's why,
asked you, nigga.
nigga,
I
Calm down,
nigga.
said,
calm,
how is he not
You ain't
playing?
letting me
How is he
talk.
not playing well?
You ain't letting me talk,
calm,
motherfucker.
calm down, calm down. He gonna respond. We're gonna do it one at a time and keep
Yeah,
going.
damn, Mingle, you ain't let me even respond, nigga. I ain't even
Go
get a
ahead,
word out.
go ahead, Herm. Then Mingle, you go after.
And at the end of the day, Mingo Justin, you gotta be real about what you see out there on the court, bro. End of the day, this guy ID won the ring in 2021. Everybody was saying that they expect Giannis Antetokounmpo to dominate the league because he was 25 years old at the time. They seen the capabilities of him. Actually, if he does improve his game, he will dominate the league. He has not taken the next step to improve on his game. He has not taken the next step to improve on his free throw shooting. He has not taken the next step to become the face of the NBA. And he's in the same spot that he was in 2021. The other guys have caught him now. Jokic has caught him. Embiid, how he's looking right now, if he could finally get past the second round, you could legitimately say that he's actually better than Giannis. Then you got old ass LeBron James looking better than Giannis right now. You got old ass Kevin Durant looking like a top 3 player again this year. So even though he chokes against the Lakers every damn game, but he's still outside of the Laker games, he still look better than Giannis right now. Then you got the youngsters, the SGA coming. You got De'Aaron Fox coming. You got Jamal Murray's and the Jokic's coming. You got all these guys coming. And Giannis is still stuck in the same spot that he was in 2021.
Plateau.
The nigga has not made not one improvement to his game, and we gotta hold him accountable for that, because if he did, Mingle, imagine if Giannis shoots 75% for the free throw line. And imagine that when he takes jump shots, he shoot at least 44% from the field. Do you know how hard it would be to guard Giannis if he just did that? He don't have to be great, but he just need to make himself respectable. If he make his jump shot respectable, if he make his free throws respectable, it's going to be hard to deal with Giannis. And he hasn't even made improvements to be respectable.
Nope.
We got to hold him accountable for when we try to hold this guy to superstardom. They try to say this guy's a superstar. Superstars get better. LeBron James, he didn't have a jump shot at first of his career, but guess what?
And he got one.
He made it respectable, nigga, and he can actually knock down an occasional jumper. You just can't leave him open like you used to. That's working on your game. That's the proof of your game. Giannis has not done that, and it's really a damn shame because he wasted years, and he wasted some prime years to actually insert himself as one of the most dominant players in the era, nigga. And he ain't done that because he haven't improved on his game. Maybe it's just not him. Maybe he's just a natural athletic guy that just when it comes to coordination and shit, he ain't that good when it comes to coordination.
Okay, Mingle. Now,
all I heard was cap, and more cap.
Wait,
first of all,
explain.
I'm going to tell you how it's cap if you hush for a minute.
Go ahead.
First of all, a dude that's averaging 35, averaging 30 and like 13 rebounds is not working on his game. I don't get that. That's number one. That's going with the stats. I mean, because you said Embiid would be better because he having a good year, or all these other guys would be better because they having. But a dude that's averaging 30 and 13 is not a good player or not working on their game or whatever you want to say. Okay, that's the first point. Also, you got all these guys that you're naming, like a Jokic and all these guys, and Embiid and these guys. Last time I checked, Giannis, was still doing his thing, even when his teammates were hurt. He took that Boston Celtics team that swept Kevin Durant, the dude that got the bag, swept his ass. He took them to 7. I didn't interrupt you once. He swept his ass. The dude that got the bag, like Mr. Miles would say, he took him to 7 games without his second best player. If that's not productive, then I don't know what is. You take a team that swept a dude with a bag to 7 games without your second best player? Okay.
Oh,
anyway, let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Most of these guys today don't work on their game.
This shit's sad, Trey.
Anthony Davis himself said that he haven't picked up a ball in like 4 months, 5 months. None of these guys work on their game. You can tell because most of them do the same stuff year in, year out, season in, season out. I ain't gonna say all the guys, but most of the guys don't work on their game. They don't. You can tell, and you can see it in the when they actually play in the NBA season.
You right there. You right.
Also not to mention, you keep on bringing up all this nonsense talking about free throws and all this. Shaq couldn't shoot free throws either, but this nigga, people still consider him one of the most dominant guys to ever pick up a basketball, maybe outside of Wilt. And he couldn't shoot a free throw a lick. Like literally couldn't shoot a free throw a lick. And this guy was the most dominant dude that people ever know of. Most people anyway.
Do you think they play the same?
I ain't gonna say they play the same because Giannis got that little Euro step. They don't play the same. But Giannis he ain't as dominant as Shaq, But he
But he never
what I
put
would
yeah,
say
his
to that,
confidence in
what I would
Shaq.
say
he
to that,
may be
right?
a tier below.
What I would say, what you saying with Shaq, when you said that about Shaq couldn't shoot free throws, right? Shaq was a real pure center. This dude has the ability to be able to be a killer on the post and on the wing. The thing is, it ain't about saying he needs to just become a magician in all type of ways, but he does need to make his perimeter shot a little better to where in those close games, he is a threat instead of a threat to just drive. And if you double him or build a wall, he's dishing it to where you know kind of what he's going to do. He has to give the defense more to guard.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all
Right.
hear me?
Nah,
Y'all
what
hear
it
me?
is.
And that's how I'm trying to tell him,
So
Trey.
you telling me, look, you telling me this, right?
So
We all said this, right? We all say if Shaq worked on
hold
free throw,
on. So you telling me a dude?
we just don't accept Shaq. We all say Shaq should have worked on those free throws. That nigga probably be
Wait a
the
minute.
leading
So you
scorer.
telling me a dude
Hold on.
that average? So you telling me a dude that averages 30 and 13 could do more? What more can he
That's
do?
so.
You
That's
think
He
so.
no?
averages
Look,
30
look, look,
and
hold on,
13.
hold on. Hear me
What else can he do?
Hear me out.
Average
Just on
40
that,
and,
look.
and
Hear me out. Look,
16?
I'm not saying look on the averages, right? It ain't about the averages having to change. It's about the
Oh,
way
now
he
it ain't
gets
about
them.
the average.
Look, no,
Okay.
listen. I never said that. He can still average that 30 and 14. What you saying? But at the end, in clutch moments, can you score in a different way? With a pull up too. Instead of like, can you stop on a dime sometime? Instead of making them think you're gonna drive, what they gonna do? Bag all the way up off of you. You should be able to hit a 15-footer. Get that in your game, Giannis. Why are you saying who tells you to stay at one level? You supposed to always strive to be better and to be greater, bro. You don't just stop and say, I'm satisfied.
Can y'all hear
Maybe
me?
Giannis not a shooter, bro. You
Hold
ever
on.
looked
Nah,
at
he
that?
shouldn't be at the
Dude,
top of the
maybe
He's
not
tier.
gonna
not a
be a
shooter.
shooter,
He's
man.
not a shooter because he don't want to be, and he don't have to be a
Mingle,
dead. And
Maybe
I'm
not
not
just a
saying,
shooter. And LeBron,
he has to be a dead eye shooter. I'm saying it wouldn't hurt to have that in your game. Just like Herm said, LeBron is not the best shooter, but guess what? You can't just let him
look how long
shoot
it
this.
took. And
You
look how
can't.
long
You
it took LeBron to get
look.
that
You
shot,
can't.
though.
But you look.
Look
It
how long
don't
it took
matter in the
LeBron to
end.
get that
But
shot.
you can't just at the
This
end of the
nigga
day.
like 20,
At the
almost
end
20
of the
years to
day,
get that damn
LeBron
the drop
James
shot he got
can
now.
end the game in more ways than Giannis.
hold on. Mingle Chester, can you hear me? You
Yeah.
hear me? All right, fam. I was letting everybody talk. I'm walking, but so basically, I agree with what they're saying. If you don't make any adjustments to your game, it becomes more predictable to guard you. Take for
Facts.
example, because I've been
So I
like
guess
that
that's Kevin
comparison.
Durant then.
Hold on. That comparison you brought up, I've been saying that shit for years. That Giannis is this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, to the point where even Shaquille O'Neal came out and said it himself. Like he is so because he's so physically dominant. That 30 points you talk about, he's so physically dominant that you really can't guard him. You're gonna either foul him or he's gonna get what he wants. But what they're saying is once you take that away, once you build the wall, once you close up his driving lanes, or once it
Yep.
becomes in the playoffs, it becomes a half court game. Like he really can't do as much, and he's already digressing from a defender, a help side defender.
He's
He can't.
neutralized.
Yeah, like most of like, can you really say like crunch time for the game for the win? Can he create his own shot? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't count on Dame.
Hey,
I
look.
don't.
Okay.
Do you remember what?
Okay.
Hey,
So you
look.
just
Do you
saying that.
remember
Hold
what?
on.
Hey, look. Do you
Okay. So
remember
you
what
just
Kobe?
said that. You
Do
just
you
said
remember what
that.
Kobe
So
said
you
about
take a guy
KD?
like
Look. Do you remember what
you take
Kobe
a
said
guy
about KD? He said
let me see.
young KD was easy to guard.
Man,
Why?
hold on, man.
Because he
Hold on a
did
minute.
not
Let me
have
respond
a
to him
big
right quick. Let
repertoire.
me respond to
Once
him right quick.
He
KD, hold
just said
on.
he
Once
had one
KD
season. He didn't
got
say
that
one season.
repertoire,
Bro,
it
let me
was difficult
respond
to
to him right
guard
quick.
him,
How
bro.
you just gonna just jump in? Let me
Hold
respond to
on,
what he said. How you talking to me?
hold on. Let me go. Then come
Look,
back
guys.
after I
Go
respond
ahead,
to
bro.
him.
Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad, bro. I
Go,
don't want you to feel disrespected. My bad.
go ahead, Mingo.
So you saying that Giannis, okay, with all this other stuff. But my thing is, like I said before, well, I ain't gonna say that because that might not.
I understand what you're saying because most things like you can get
You
hold
know
on,
we ain't
Herm.
lying.
Hey,
You know
look,
we ain't
Herm.
lying.
Hey,
I
Herm,
don't
Herm,
say that because
Herm,
then
Herm.
that'll be
You
What's up,
always
Trey?
supposed to add, hey, Herm, you always supposed to add on to your game. Like we said about
yeah, you
Anthony
do.
Edwards, right?
You do.
He was
I'm
a
not saying that.
turnover machine just a season ago. He worked on his ball handling skills. He's not turning that ball over like he used to. You supposed to constantly add. Same thing with Jason Tatum. He had a problem with double teams. He he adjusted his game. You do not settle and say, hey, I'm scoring 25 a game. I'm scoring. You always add to your game. Like I said, Kobe said about KD, early KD, easy to guard. Why? Because he didn't have a big bag. When he came with that bag bigger, it was no more just guarding KD like that. You couldn't stop him. Left shoulder, right shoulder post, fade away, left, right, 3-pointer, 2-pointer, going to the hole, left or right. You got to work on these things. Giannis is predictable. It's the same thing like James Harden. If you consider James Harden more skilled than Giannis, even he's predictable on what he's going to do. Everybody knows it. You have to add to your game to keep on going as the years go on. You're not going to always be physically blessed.
Hey, who's the brother speaking right now? Who's the brother that just said
That's
that?
Trayvon. That's Trayvon.
Okay, Trayvon. Cause what you said, that was just straight facts. Cause the brother, big brother Elder, had said this one time, and you could people said this about Jokic, and you could apply this exact same thing to Giannis, Mingle. Like the reason Giannis doing this thing right now, he really don't got too many bigs to actually challenge him, other than Bam and Joel. Like really, that's why he's not. That's why he's so comfortable not adding to the game.
But you see, y'all keep on talking about bag, and y'all keep on talking about adding to your game. Yeah, I agree. You do supposed to add to your game. But my thing is, Embiid got all the stuff that y'all saying. He can't even get out the second round. Everything that y'all saying, Embiid got all of that. He can knock down the phone.
Now look. With Embiid, now I'm gonna tell you, Embiid. Now with Embiid, he's a center. Embiid is a center. Embiid is a center.
Nigga can't even get a word out.
Who's a center?
Go ahead.
Hold on a minute.
Go ahead. Because he got a response for you ready too, and I was gonna say the same thing.
But I'm saying, Embiid got all that. What y'all saying? Embiid got all that, and can't even get out the second round. Dude can pull up for 15. He can hit a knockdown a three. He can shoot free throws like one of the best guys in the NBA.
A bit of a playmaker.
And he can't even get out the second round. So
he's a center. He's a center.
Yes, he's a center. He is.
He's not as good of a playmaker, and he doesn't.
What's the name of power forward?
Look. Now you try to use Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid does not play like Giannis, bringing the ball up, running the offense in that way. He's a straight post guy. That's it. He's a straight half court post game. That's totally different from what you're saying. He does not have the ball handling skills.
Embiid game is similar to Giannis.
Okay.
Only difference is he can shoot.
Hold on. Answer this
Only
question.
difference is he can shoot.
Okay. Since his game is the same, when have you ever
I
seen
did not
Joel
say the game
Embiid?
was the same. I said similar. You can shoot though.
You said similar is basically the same. So answer this question.
Similar is not the same.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Look up definitions. So answer this question.
Bro,
Answer this question
similar
right
is
here.
not the same as come on, man.
Answer this question. When have you ever seen Joel Embiid do something similar to Giannis, like take the ball coast to coast for a Euro step?
Never, bro.
Hey, look, and I'm talking about multiple times.
Bro, I just told you.
You
Yes.
said similar.
They play similar.
Similar.
But the difference is Embiid can shoot. So Embiid wouldn't play exactly like
I'm gonna tell you, look, the way the league is now, the league used to be inside out. It's outside in now. Joel needs a good wingman with him because he's a true center. Just like Joker got a good wingman. Just like the Joker has a good wingman in Jamal Murray, bro. For what he can do on the wing, centers always need a wingman that can do that. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about with Joel Embiid and Giannis having similar games, but they do not.
Joel Embiid is
Trey, we're gonna cut this in half. Hold on, Trey. We're gonna cut this in half right now. So for the go ahead for the game, who would you give the ball to, Giannis or Joel Embiid? For the game winner.
How many
that's the
times
question.
Well, it depends on who on the team. It depends on who on the team.
It depends who on the team.
For one thing, I'm gonna tell you this: Joel Embiid is a for sure 3-level scorer.
This dude here, boy. I'm gonna tell you why. It depends on who on the team, because certain teams are built around certain players, and if the team is catered to Joel Embiid, he will succeed with that last shot. If the team is catered to Giannis, he will succeed with that last shot. Hey, it depends on the team. Certain teams are built around the superstars.
Hey, Trayvon, can you hear me?
Of the team.
Trayvon, can you hear me?
He must have fell out.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, you hear me? This why. Okay. I heard one of the most truest things, and I know a lot of people got mad at this, when they said Giannis is basically a 6'11" Westbrook. And that shit is true because I follow Westbrook's career. Because at first, like you said, Kobe said you got to add to your game. Because Westbrook, all he did, he was just charging through the lane like reckless. Until what? He added that mid-range stop and pop pull-up.
Yep.
That made him so much hard to guard because if you fall back too much, you're giving him an open shot.
Yeah, before those knee injuries and all those surgeries, he was very good at that mid range because Kobe exposed him and Rondo in the same year by bagging them to the free throw line, telling them niggas to shoot it. He exposed them, and they came back with a little mid range.
Yep, he couldn't shoot because he has what basketball called a snake bite. He don't got no true form. He don't got no straight arm. Like, he just flicks his hand.
Like
fast.
I said, it's not about stats going up. You can still average your 30 and 14, but you got to be able to end the game in a different way. If it's 5 seconds on the clock and I know Giannis got it, guess what? I know I can bag all the way up to the free throw line. I ain't got to worry about him scoring from nowhere until he gets near the key. You're not a threat until you get near the key, nigga.
That nigga had 2 points in the fourth quarter last night.
Come on, man. That's what. Hey, look, hey, Herm. Remember when I was in here and me and Young Africa was going in it? I just said Giannis gotta add a mid range, bro. No matter who he get, he has to be able to add that, bro. Because you're not gonna be able to have each other all the time. It may be those clutch moments in the playoffs where Dame may foul out. Dame may twist his ankle. Now, Giannis, what you gonna do? Where that Kobe moment when Shaq fouled out in Indiana? Where that shit at?
That's fact.
But Trayvon, I'm making a quick shift. I say that Dame Lillard, you got to put him in the same category as James Harden and Russell Westbrook. How you feel about that?
Yep, that's true. Because I didn't like
it. Say it again.
Trey, I said this the other part of the video that we elaborated on earlier, but I want your thoughts on it. I said that I put Damian Lillard in the same category as James Harden and Russell Westbrook. He's a great talent, but he doesn't play winning basketball. How you feel about Dame Lillard?
That's true.
I'm gonna say this before. I'm gonna say this. He does make bad decisions on the court to where you would be like, damn, you say all this, you say all that, you say the right things, but your play don't do it. I don't want to really put him in the category of James Harden and Russ yet, because he never had the talent that they had, like to fail. Like, he never failed with that much talent that they had. But I do see where you're going. I do see where you're going with it, as he just make bad decisions on the court. But this is my first time seeing him with a real superstar, and it's fair. So
I'm gonna chop it down to this right here. Do you think Dame Lillard is better than Kyrie Irving? Because that's what I want. I can't.
No, he's not.
No, I don't because when Dame so far, when Kyrie Irving got paired, at least when he got paired up with LeBron, I know he had KD, I know he had a couple other dudes on his team, but he has came out with a championship with a superstar. So no, I don't think, because you can win with Kyrie. It's been proven.
James Harden better than Dame Lillard though.
All time.
Yes. Now? Right now too. I'd take James Harden over Dame right now.
Not right now. I wouldn't take him in the last 4 years. I'm taking Dame. The last 4 years, I'm taking Dame.
All time.
Yeah, I'm taking all time. I'm gonna take James Harden. But right now, like in the last 4 years, I would take Dame.
I think James Harden, if James Harden with the Milwaukee Bucks right now instead of Dame, I think Milwaukee would have a better record. And I think that pick and roll would be deadly.
Hey, look, Herm. James Harden is a perfect example right now, right, for what we on with Giannis, right? If he would have just did the little things in his prime, he probably would have had a championship. The cuts, the screens, the defense that he forgot to play. We know Giannis ain't that defender that usually, but he did defend. If he would have just did those little things, we probably talking about James Harden a little different right now. That's why I say you got to constantly add. James Harden thought he was at the pecking order. I got the step back three. I got to go to the hole layup. I got the and one. 22 free throws. He thought that was it for a championship. Believing in Morey. It's not, nigga. It's more to basketball. If you don't do the little things, those gonna become big things that make you lose the game.
But the reason I'm gonna put him in the same category, Russell Westbrook and James Harden, he's been in the league for over 13 years now. We've seen him when he was in the Western Conference Finals, blew 4 straight 20-point leads and got swept at the beginning of 20. It was due to his ineffectiveness to play defense. It was due to his shot selection that led them to blow those 20-point leads against the Golden State Warriors. So end of the day, he played in the league for over 13 years. You got to put him in the same category as Russell, James Harden. Great talents, but when it comes to winning basketball, the guy they do not sacrifice to play win. Russ has done it as of late, but in their
Hey,
prime,
look, Herm.
they don't.
I put him as
They don't
pressure.
give it up.
If you looking at veteran, I'll put it as veteran players. He's in that. They are in that ball club. All of them without a ring. But I won't say it like I said. Look, James Harden had Chris Paul, Dwight Howard, Kevin Durant, even Russell Westbrook twice, Kyrie Irving, and now he got Kawhi and Paul George and Russ again. So it's like, let me see. Then you got Russ. He said he had James Harden, KD. He had LeBron James, AD. Like, and then it's like I can't say the same. I can't even. I only probably got if, and that's Aldridge. DeMarcus Aldridge, maybe if he was superish at a time, him with Dame, and then now. Other than that, that's why I'm not saying he's exactly right there. But in situations, I feel like he's there with them as you a veteran, a dude with a high level of talent, MVP category talent, and you have not gotten it done with what you have had, but he's not have all the help that they had with the same amount of talent. They should have had a ring with what they had. And the same with him. If he had that talent, I can't, I'm just saying, all I'm saying at the end of the day, I can't judge Dame like exactly to them because it's like, damn, who all has he had? Giannis and Aldridge. Okay, damn, what? No, he haven't had a lot of chances.
Even with that being said, he did beat.
They failed with multiple superstars. I'm talking about 2 superstars on their team, not just one. He has 1 right now. He don't even got 2. He ain't on no big 3. These niggas been on like 2 or 3 big 3s, and now this nigga on a big 4. Come on, I can't put Dame in that box.
Well, Kobe Bryant said himself that you can't. James Harden not gonna win with that style of basketball. So
his daddy said he ain't going. His daddy said he ain't gonna win a championship. I get my hair cut at the same barbershop. His daddy said my son ain't gonna win shit
without that. With that style of play.
I just don't see it in James, man. Look, sometimes what they say, sometimes spade is a spade, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. We can't keep on hoping and wishing. You know what? This year it may be, man. Damn, if a dude keep fooling your ass every time you do a deal with him, and you keep coming out on the short end, you need to stop doing deals with this nigga.
That's kind of funny.
And
you know, fool me once. What's that saying? Y'all fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on my ass. Nigga, shit for letting you do it again. I should have known better from the first time. Nigga, you only get 1 strike with me.
That's right.
And then the Milwaukee Bucks, they're gonna be a second round exit. It's gonna be
niggas wanted to call Kobe out when he did them air balls, but what did he do? He came and shut you the fuck up. That's what these players supposed to do. They don't supposed to come in there and tell us our opinions don't matter and act like you don't care. Come on, man.
Atlantis said James Harden daddy a hoe if you said that for real.
Hey, look, if that's what you think, that's what you think. From me knowing the backstory, from me knowing a little bit more of the backstory and what the hell, why his reason for that, it's not like on no personal shit. He honestly said this on some like spiritual shit. You know, his pops had a drug problem at the same time getting caught up with gangs out here. And basically, I don't want to say it like that, but you know, because it's 2 sides of the story. I know his mom's story is out there, but his dad, like, look, me and her was going through our issues from what I was doing in the streets. It never was me abandoning my son. I had my own demons. He said when I got out, me and him connected a little bit, but he fades off of me like I did something to him. Like I purposely said, I don't want to raise you. I was out here on drugs. This is what his father said. And he said, my son is not honoring me. He's a junior. His daddy name is James Harden Sr. He don't even honor his daddy and got the junior on it. He's saying God basically ain't going to bless his son because he won't honor me. And I didn't do nothing to disrespect my son. I had my own demons I had to deal with. His daddy got his own construction. Now, not on his son dying or nothing, bro, got his life together. And he ain't talking about he want no money. He just want a relationship with his son. He don't want no pictures. He don't want no paparazzi or nothing. Just privacy with his son to build on what he fucked up on his own life. So that's what he said it on. He ain't saying it on some like he won't give me no money. He won't let niggas know I'm his daddy. He's saying it as in like, man, look, that's my life. Like, hey, look what you did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, still, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I kind of agree. I kind of see it as Daddy way.
No, that's a real dad because he acknowledged his wrongdoings, his mess up, but all he cares about now is just building that relationship with his son. That's
And he broke and he broke it down to us like that. He broke it down to us like that because everybody thought he was just mad because he wasn't with his son like on TV. But he broke it down like he didn't have to tell niggas his failures and his story.
I ain't want to talk about all that because that's personal stuff.
I just said that. The only reason I said that because somebody said his daddy a hoe. So I just put the reason out why he said that.
I'm finna go back to what Trayvon was saying because I'm in public right now. What Kobe said was true. James, because he said same thing about LeBron is LeBron's system. Like you're not going to win continually like that. At least Bron got some rings out of his. The difference is this round 2018 when James Harden won the championship. I was watching their games and I said a lot of people got mad at me when I said this. I said Kyrie is still a better player than James Harden. They're like, what do you mean? I said, cuz bro, when you got to use. I'm going there. Let me finish. Then you can come back.
Whoa.
So I said, hold on. Let me finish, fam. The reason I said this, Trayvon, you listening? I said this because if you got to use flops, tricks, and chicanery just to get far, when it comes to that playoff time, like the referees are not going to give you that. So basically, you just selling for the regular season. And when it comes,
and look, I'm gonna say this: they both got one up on each other, right? Look, this how I look at it. James Harden he proved, right? I'm not saying Kyrie couldn't, but he just haven't been put back in that situation since Boston, and then you kind of canceled him out as carrying them because them young niggas turned out like, wow, look how them niggas playing without him, and then look what they doing even after he left. So I feel like James Harden proved that he can carry a team, right? But James Harden can't prove that he can win a championship as a supporting superstar on a team, and that's where Kyrie trumped him at. Kyrie can't lead one, but he proved, give me the right superstar with my game, like they gave James Harden, and I'll give you a championship. James Harden has had everything he's needed in his whole career, and he's failed. When Kyrie had exactly what he needed, he came out a winner, and then went back to the finals. Even though he lost, he got all the way to the finals.
Let me add to this because as soon as LeBron came to Cleveland, Kyrie admitted the team was not serious about putting a team around him until LeBron came back because they knew they were going to compete for a championship. But as soon as LeBron came to Cleveland, not only did LeBron come to Cleveland, they got some more pieces. Well, a lot of people don't know this unless you actually follow Kyrie and you watch his interview on First Take, which he said he regretted. They really marginalized his game. He was not allowed to play point guard. He was only allowed just to score. That's it. The playmaker went strictly to LeBron. So as soon as LeBron came to Cleveland, even in a marginalized role, he still was able to win a championship when James Harden has way more talent around him than Kyrie has.
And look, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, when they marginalized James Harden skills and his game, the nigga went to the finals with KD and Russ. When he wasn't able to do all that shit he wanted to do, the nigga went to the finals. That's why I say now, I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about as how far he went, as in success. The best version of James Harden is OKC. Because he played defense, he cut, he screened, he did everything he needed to do to help that team get to the finals. Now he does not. Now he does not do everything. He just does for himself and tell everybody else pick up what I don't do.
Facts. And one thing nobody wants to mention while he was at I'm sorry, fam. But one thing nobody wants to mention while he was with OKC, like when he was with that team, like Fam just said, he was playing his role, he was doing what he was supposed to do. But nobody want to mention, even in Oklahoma City, while they were trying to Miami, he was still in that strip club life. He was still like out late partying, no practicing like that.
And he was reluctant. And he was reluctant to go to the starting lineup. Don't forget, they wanted to put him in the starting lineup. He said no.
No. KD talked about that. And KD said the reason why James wasn't starting because this is why I told this to Mookie, and I said y'all just not figuring this shit out. Like KD said, the reason they couldn't work with Russ and Harden in the same lineup because it was basically the same player. Like they basically doing the same thing. Neither of them could play off ball. Neither of them would cut back doors. Neither of them would move. So one of y'all got to come off the bench. And at the time, Russ was better than James Harden. Like even now, I still have Russ. Huh?
I don't think that Kyrie was
No,
better
no,
than
no,
Harden.
y'all go
So
ahead. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead.
So y'all don't think Kyrie better than James Harden?
I don't think he was better than
I think they
like
better
back
in. I
when
think
James
they
Harden
better
was
in
in
different
Houston.
ways. In different ways, they better. I think Kyrie is a better supporter, like supportive superstar. Not in the leading role. I think James Harden. I don't think he's way above Kyrie in leader roles because he hasn't achieved much, but he has taken the team farther more times than Kyrie by himself as being the more dominant superstar. How many teams can you say Kyrie was the dominant superstar on? He was the more dominant one on Boston, and that was only for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And
after
then plus
that,
James Harden won a MVP in that role as well.
when Kyrie Irving accepts being
Not
a
Kyrie, James
high
Harden.
ass level,
And
when Kyrie accepts I'm Robin, but sometime I can put on the Batman suit. When he accepts that role, that's his best role.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
that was to
I agree
LeBron.
with that.
That's what I'm saying. That was to LeBron.
But no, that's really to
No,
everybody.
that's
Because
his
look what he
role.
said. Look what he
Yeah,
said
that's his
with
role.
KD, right? Look what he said with KD. He
But
said,
I think
and look, if you look
it's
at
some.
if you really look at it, I feel like he took a shot down low key at KD. At the same time, giving him a boost up. He like, oh, I'm looking at KD like either one of us can make this
Right,
shot.
and that's
But so you
that's one
saying
of
you
my
think you
points.
exactly you thinking you exactly on KD level, but you not though.
Right.
Mhm.
But
That's
you
his
saying
mindset
you
though.
are
That's his
because you
mindset.
made that shot. But the thing is, KD got to be Batman. Everybody got to know that. Even with Russ, that's where they failed at. Russ was trying to put on the bat suit at the same time. We both can't wear this shit, nigga. You got to
No,
be Robin. What's wrong with you? Russ was
wouldn't
outshooting.
that be the same?
Russ was
But wouldn't that be
outshooting
the
KD in the finals. He was taking
The,
the clutch shots and all that
the,
shit.
but wouldn't that be the
the,
same thing as LeBron James and we know when that stint with LeBron, he had to be the
Bro,
second option.
wait.
no,
Yeah,
the only
look,
reason
I'm saying.
the only,
Wait. Explain what you mean so I can understand. I'm kind of confused.
So what I'm saying is, like you just said about KD, you're like, no, you're not the first option. KD was. So it's the same thing with LeBron. No, you're not the first option, Kyrie.
No, he's not, and
LeBron.
that's his best role, and that's his best role. When Kyrie understands, I'm not the first option, but sometime in certain situations, I am. That's his best role. Not every goddamn time. When the ball is going down on offense, you are not the first option. It's certain situations where you are, but the majority of the time, let's say 80 to 75% of the time, it's going to be this guy, and then we're going to give it to you. And that's the one thing that people don't give Kobe credit on. He knew. Look, hey, I know right now. I know I can put that Batman suit on, and my time gonna come when I'm gonna get the bat signal. But right now, here, big fella. I know how to, man. I know I can get on your level, but right now, I know I'm a high level of a Robin. Sometimes you can be just above Robin to where you can actually wear the bat suit. That was like Kobe at that time with Shaq, and then he start wearing the bat suit for the rest of his career after that. And that's what Kyrie could have did, but he didn't want to. That's why a lot of these niggas' careers don't pan out, because if you look at it in the beginning, when dudes used to get drafted, they had somebody that they learned from. When you go and look at these dudes' interview, they always talk about this one veteran that gave them the game. You don't hear none of these players talk about that now.
So when LeBron first got to Cleveland, who he
Nobody they
learned
hated on
from?
they hated on him. Darius Miles and they was hating on him. You remember the interview? They was like, oh, he can come and hop on our bandwagon. I don't know why y'all think a
yeah,
high
him,
school kid
Carlos
gonna come and
Boozer,
save us.
all
They
them.
was hating on him. But look, D Wade was his veteran. Not saying as in years ahead of him, but as in experience in the NBA at the high level. That was, and Pat Riley and those guys, those was his veterans. And
But they
James
came in at the same, but them and D
and
Wade
all
came
them
in at the
other
same
and look, and look, Shane Battier, because it's documented. Shane Battier taught him how to read defenses and shit like that. So that's where he went to school at in Miami. I can't say it's one veteran, but that's where he learned that, where he got his schooling at. These players, he'll tell you he won't admit it because he told what he said about his career.
I agree with that.
So you telling me he learned from UD, huh? He learned from UD.
Udonis Haslam? No, man.
Yeah.
But look, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say Udonis didn't teach him some type of something. Probably taught him how to, I don't know, say fuck you to a nigga on the court. I don't know how to get physical. I don't know. Foul a nigga. He probably taught him how to foul a nigga. But I'll tell you this, LeBron didn't flop until he went to fucking Miami. Somebody taught him that out there. Shit, he got around one of them soccer players. Somebody out there, Beckham. Somebody taught his ass how to do that at that time where he learned how to do that. But I'm just saying, in this day and age, who's really being a student of the game? We know dudes who say, like KD, man, I just want to ball, man. I'm in the gym. But who are you going to get? Like, have we ever heard KD went and worked out with Kareem for his low post or Hakeem? Like anyone of like these dudes don't go and ask for dudes who won at the highest level under the pressure. How you block that out? Like when the crowd or when the NBA is against you and the media is saying, how did you block that shit out, man, and still do you?
Just work out with King, to be fair.
See, that's what that is.
I'm not. No. He worked out with Kobe too. I'm saying how many though. See, we can go if you go with the generation ahead of them. That whole generation: Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Allen Iverson. They all gonna tell you a veteran that taught them something. These dudes don't.
See, the difference is Kobe Bryant. See, the difference is what to me what separated a lot of guys from Kobe was Kobe was actually a student of the game. Not only did he learn from Michael Jordan himself, like Michael Jordan was literally his mentor. Not only did he learn from Michael Jordan, but Kobe actually, like y'all saying earlier, worked on his game and got better, and anything that he could improve on, he would improve, especially when he lost in 2008. I was looking at an interview on Kobe when he said he lost in 2008. He said Kobe, to boost him up, he said that when they won that championship, that song that was playing in the background when the Boston won that championship, he listened to that song until the beginning of the next season, which 2009. He listened to the same song.
And he ripped out that Paul Pierce. And he ripped out that Paul Pierce picture in the newspaper. Remember that girl told the story. She said Kobe comes in, we drinking wine. He like, how many cups y'all had? She like, he hurry up and catch up to us and then take one and get in front of us and said, now I'm one ahead of y'all. And then he was looking at the newspaper and he seen the Paul Pierce like with the MVP and with his hands up. And they said he ripped the paper out and folded up, put it in his pocket and looked at him and said, motivation. See, like little shit like that. Like when you get swept, like KD and Kyrie, that was supposed to be motivation. When you heard everybody talking about you and saying, "Oh my God, next year y'all supposed to come through and have all type of season highs, averages," and both of you guys, y'all supposed to be the hungriest niggas in the league. It's not like that no more because why? It's not about the game. It's about the bag. It's about the bread I got.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. These guys want to get paid. They don't give a fuck about winning. Most of these guys, I ain't gonna say all of them don't give a fuck about winning, but most of them don't give a fuck about winning. They want to get paid. They talking about that check.
Once they get paid, now they trying to keep their body. Now they want to keep their body healthy to get the next bag. Oh, hold on. Let me pump my brakes. I was going hard for the bag. Now I got it. Now I'm going to just stay level right here. I'm going to just average about 24 and 10 and 6.
Hold on, Trayvon. Like, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was eating. But so basically I was listening to everything you said. So like you said, a lot of players, they don't go, they don't talk to older players, they don't learn from older players. The most recent player that I know of was Giannis. But like I think one of y'all brought it up, Giannis is probably in that part of his career where it's too late when you learn stuff like that, like a post game or a jump shot. No, your coordination is off. Like how you dip for your jump shot, like that's too slow. It's down to off balance most time you do it. Like a post game,
it's too late. It's too late in his career to try something new. He'll mess his averages up trying to evolve to it.
So other than Giannis, the other player that actually went was Kyrie. Kyrie's mentor was Kobe Bryant. That's where he learned how to. That's why like,
but
most
not
people
on
don't get
both
it.
ends. But not on both ends. And look, just like Kobe,
Hold on.
just like you would say, Kobe got the same mentality, but his decision making wasn't the same as a Mike. That's why Mike was a little bit more efficient. He didn't take the shots that his
Well, he was
decision.
better athletically.
Yeah,
Yep, 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 yep.
it's gifted, but it also has to do with your
Now,
decision making too. And you can
that's
have all the talent in the world. You can give two dudes $1 million. Who gonna make the right decision to keep that million coming in, and who just
and
gonna go
that's fact.
blow it?
And that's facts. And
Yeah,
like
Kobe average. I mean, Jordan to be the type of player that he was. Jordan averages was crazy. And, you know,
yeah,
minus the three ball, minus the three
If he
ball.
never came back, if he never came back with the Wizards, that's where he messed. That's where he messed his averages up. When he came back with the Wizards, he would have been 51 from the field, and he would have been, I think, 37
Thank
or
you.
36 from the three.
Thank you, Trayvon.
Yeah.
I was telling
But Trayvon,
per game.
hold on a minute, guy. But
I was
Trayvon,
telling Go Town that.
I'm glad you said that, Trayvon. I'm glad you
For
said
real.
that. Because guess what? Kobe Bryant would have been the same way. If he would have retired after he tore his Achilles, his percentages would be much better.
Hey, look, Kobe was averaging 20. Kobe was averaging 20. Kobe was averaging about 27 some points at that time before the Achilles. That was his average. When he came back those last 4 years, man, averaging 16 and all that leaving. It's the same thing in the finals. People like, oh, Kobe averaged 14 or 15 points. Y'all forget about when Jalen Rose made him roll his ankle. That's why he averaged that, because he didn't get to play one game, and then he didn't get to finish, and then he didn't get to finish the whole game.
Yeah, Jalen Rose admitted that. He admitted he tried to hurt
But I'm saying when people bring up that average on Kobe in the finals, they forget what happened, why his average was like that.
Yeah,
he got his ankle rolled in the middle. He got his ankle rolled in the middle of the game, finished with like 16 points or 14 or something like that, 18. And then he didn't play the next game. Hell yeah, your average about to drop.
Yeah, he missed whole game 3. And then
what was his average? But what was his average in that Sacramento series? Him and Shaq both averaging 30. What was his average against San Antonio? He averaging 40. Come on, man, stop this.
Yeah. He did say that but he saved him in that overtime though. I'm gonna
tell you this. This is why I took it away. After that first year, I give it all to Kobe, right? And this is not my words. This is Shaq's words. If anybody watched it, when him and Kobe sat down in front of each other, Shaq started taking it easy after the first championship. He started getting injured, getting healed on the company time. He started just bullshitting around. He said, "You know why I did that, Kobe? Because I knew I had a monster like you, the best player in the world, that can go 50 any game. Right then and there, it's over for me. It's over for me. It came out of your mouth, Shaq. I don't want to hear. I don't listen to nobody no more. That's just hate." Shaq said it.
I'm going to add exactly what Trayvon said, because after that, that's why I put Kobe ahead of Shaq.
That's why I did too. Right after that, I said, "Oh shit, it's official." I knew I wasn't tripping. I said, "I knew I wasn't tripping."
Yeah, and not just that. You can say this: without Shaq and unless Paul Gasol, he almost repeated the same thing he did with Shaq.
And look, he had Penny Hardaway. What'd he do? Yeah, he went to the finals, but then never went there again, and then left. Then he went with D Wade. Look, what'd he do? Go to the finals, but never went there again. Kobe was his best teammate that was really excelling him. How do you go? And I'm sorry, everybody knows this. You went to a lesser player in D Wade and conceded to him, and you couldn't concede it to Kobe Bean Bryant? Nigga, you smoking dope, Shaq. I'm sorry.
That's only because
he had to concede it.
I understand, but look, Shaq said that, look, most players who are always used to being the guy, it's very hard for them to concede. Look, they show you with Kareem. It was hard for him to concede to Magic, but then it snapped in his mind. This young nigga gonna extend my career. Why you think he got all them damn stats and even more championships and final MVPs? He figured it out. Man, let me go on and concede to this young nigga. Let him run this fast-paced offense shit. You ain't gotta wait for me. He had to, but I'm saying, look, he could have did what he could have did what these niggas do and think they still got it and say, "Give me a trade," and been getting his ass whooped somewhere.
He could have did that, but
he could have did that and just went for stats. Look, he could have said, "Fuck that." He went for championships and stats.
Think about this: if it didn't work out with Penny. Then it didn't work out with Kobe. If it didn't work out with D Wade, you're the only common denominator in that situation.
Come on, man. Kobe was breaking records. Kobe was breaking records while he was on the team with Shaq. People act like, nigga, he just wasn't doing nothing. This nigga broke the record for threes before Steph Curry ever stepped on the goddamn basketball court. Kobe tied that record with 12 of them things. Like, come on, man. This nigga was breaking 40 straight points. 40 straight points. Oh, why he had to stop? Shaq start complaining. Wait a minute. Offense looked like y'all running a triangle through Kobe. Wait a minute. Man, come on, man. Stop this. Y'all act like...
Yeah,
man, look, I'm just saying, I'm calling it how I see it. That's all.
You forgot one. He averaged 40 for a month. That was that same one he had averaged.
And also, look, I'm gonna claim Kobe to this. Kobe has the greatest ever scoring season when he scored 60, 63 over that at 81. That's the greatest scoring season ever. Why? I'm gonna show you why. Because when Michael Jordan averaged 37, you know what they was averaging in points total in offense? 114, I believe. And then when James Harden, so that's more possessions with the ball. When James Harden did, they was averaging more points in offense total as a team with 115. And anybody else on that whole list except for Kobe, you know what the whole league was averaging in points? 90. He wasn't even supposed. He wasn't even supposed to be averaging that much because you're not even getting that many damn possessions. And also, why everybody say Kobe is not efficient, I'm going to tell you why that generation talk about Kobe. In that era, in that time, if you were shooting 45 to 47%, that was a high level efficient shooting guard. At that level, when the key, you didn't have no spacing like that. You were known to be very efficient in that era. If you was a shooting guard, especially at the rate Kobe shot, you were very efficient.
Well, Trey, you say that, but people always knock Kobe for shooting 44% from the field, but they don't give Bill Russell that same smoke. He also shot 44% from the field for his career, and he's a center. People don't knock him for not being efficient, but he is very inefficient.
Congratulations too. We gotta say congratulations. Hey, look, we got to give congratulations like they did Kobe and like they do every other player. Magic, anybody who got something negative, we always find out about it. We always end up talking about it because they want to use that to build someone up. But I'm going to say congratulations to LeBron James, not just leading in positive things in the NBA, but also leading in most turnovers, also and ever in the NBA, also leading in most misses. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he passed Kobe Bryant up in most misses ever in the NBA. So now what that means.
He did? He passed him?
If you play that damn long, I'm gonna tell you this. If you look at it at the top 10, in the top 10 of the misses, the top 10 players in the most misses ever in the NBA, they're all about 20 something years in the league, and the offense ran through you for about 20 years. Hell yeah, you're gonna be top 10 in something there.
It's just when you play for that long, like, you know what I'm saying? You're
But look, Kobe Bryant is 1,000. Kobe Bryant is 1,000 and some turnovers away from LeBron's turnover. That shows how better of a ball handler he was. Kobe Bryant also, and also Jordan in misses, in turnovers. I mean, people don't want to look at that side. So that's why everybody's just looking at the positive stats. And like I said, if it's like that, you got to say Karl Malone is above a lot of players. If we going off of just stats and what your total is, so if Karl Malone had one ring, he's the greatest power forward ever. Hell no, y'all gonna give that shit to Tim Duncan. Y'all gonna still give it to Tim Duncan because he got 5 of them things. It matters about how many times you win the championship. Knock it off. John Stockton. If John Stockton won one of those finals, even though he got all those records with assists, we still wouldn't call him the greatest point guard ever. Will still give that to Magic because he got 5 of them things while he still was giving out them assists like that. It's a difference. You have to win while you're doing that type of impact. Can't be getting your ass kicked talking about you giving the most impact in the whole league. So your impact is the greatest in the league, but you're coming out a loser with everything you need? That does not make sense to me.
You talking about Kobe? I mean, you talking about LeBron?
Look, LeBron got his foot put in his mouth. Remember in that dream team? This why they ain't document that like that, because it was all about Kobe really saving it. But LeBron said something when they was in their meeting. When they was in their meeting, LeBron said, "If I have Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony," he basically just named superstars in the league. He said, "What's my excuse? Not to win." So that's what I'm saying. You didn't had all type of superstars in the league. What's your excuse? Why is your fans giving you one? When you said yourself, what the hell is my excuse when I got dudes like Chris Paul, Carmelo, or this dude or that dude on my team? Why am I not winning? Because you never won in the Olympics before Kobe came, and you haven't been back neither.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kobe was the catalyst for that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something people don't pay attention to, right? I'm gonna show you how LeBron don't know how to adjust his game, right? He didn't until Kobe came and taught him, right? LeBron didn't know how to adjust his game to the overseas play. Them fouls that they call in America, the way they play, what they don't call, what they let you do, that shit was throwing his ass off. That lets you know he's not a savant in basketball. If you're a savant in basketball, you know how to play in every way in basketball all over the world. And don't get me wrong, Kobe got a head start by being over there. But just saying, LeBron, you didn't learn when you went your first time. You didn't go say, "Oh damn, we got our ass kicked. I got to learn how to play this style." I'm just saying. That goes all together with it. That goes with your basketball Hall of Fame. They count that too. The Olympics, high school, college, all that. Yes, he has achieved the highest in the NBA, but if you look at it, what's the goal in the NBA? I want to win the most MVPs. Nope. I want to win the most leading the league in assists. Nope. I want to lead the most times in scoring.
I want to
nope.
win championships.
That's the goal in any damn sport. And if you get some MVPs, and all that along the way, man, that's gravy. That's gravy on that thing. But your goal is to win more championships. I feel like Mike felt like
more.
Like, look, he could have won more, but Mike, Magic got 5 in 12 years, my nigga. So damn. Yeah. He got 5 in 12 years. That also matters too. How fast you got your ring. LeBron had to get 4. LeBron got 4 championships in like year 17 or something like that. It took him 17 years to get 4. Mike got 4 in what? 15?
I read that. No, I read that stat out of Ghost Town, and I said that like Mike down there averaged everything LeBron did right now in half the time. Like
the first 8 years, the first 8 years of Michael Jordan's career is better than LeBron's first his whole career, man.
Yeah, and people don't like that.
And that's a fact. Look, you got Kobe. Kobe got his 5. Kobe got his 5 in what? 15 or 14 years. Something like that, and then you got the only other dude who did it. You got even matter of fact, I think Tim Duncan got his 5 before LeBron in his years too. Because if LeBron get his 5, shit, he's still behind Timmy. So that's why I say you can't say LeBron is leading the pack. Because look, who's right there? Your boy Steph. Just like y'all try to put Timmy on Kobe. Steph is on LeBron. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That's who he's competing with. He's competing with Steph. If Kobe's competing with Timmy, that nigga's competing with Steph, not Mike.
Thank you. I've been saying that for years.
So
all these niggas that ain't better than LeBron James got more rings than him though. They impact got them more rings though. Man, that's crazy.
That's the point. Steph got 4 on LeBron's watch. And that's why I keep telling people,
he did not say that that LeBron didn't win another gold medal after 2008. He said that LeBron didn't win a gold medal with Kobe. That's what he was saying.
I said he has not been back since then too.
Yeah, back.
To add to that, that's why LeBron
on that 2012.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, LeBron knows something about over there. Because I'm gonna tell you, he so much likes to prove he better than people. He knows he needs to go back over there and win a gold medal without Kobe. He knows he needs to do that, but he has not did it.
That's why he's trying to do it now. Because now KD's going back, Steph Curry's going back. Everybody's trying to play now.
He know he can win with
He's
that.
going
He know
back
he
to
can
it.
win with that squad though. He didn't want to go back as announcing it first though. See, he didn't want to
Yep.
just be like, I'm announcing it right now. I'm going back. Cause you know what
Yep.
dudes would have did? Everybody in the league don't want to see him win. So they would have been like, oh, I'm gonna let that nigga go with the rookies and fall on his face like KD did. Like other veterans had to go with rookie niggas.
Yep. But when Steph and KD announced that they were playing for Team USA, then he started announcing, oh, I'm playing for Team
Hey,
USA too.
Kobe was on if they had the All Star team like Kobe, you think he would have picked T Mac? You think he would have picked Vince Carter? You think he would have picked AI for? Hell no, he would have been like, you niggas gonna be probably the last. I'm gonna give this nigga every chance to get you niggas because I want to prove I'm better than y'all. That was his goal in the All Star game. They say this the best we got in the league. Let me outshine all of y'all. That's what that was the moment for, to show who is the best in the league. Not just we one of the best. I'm one of the best. That's why I'm in the All-Star game. I'm fit to show that I'm better than every fucking All-Star on the court.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh yeah,
It's,
I'm walking.
crazy.
But yeah, that's true. That's why one of the brothers had brought it out
Yeah, we
when
hear
they were
you.
playing All Star. When they were playing that All Star game, when Kobe brought LeBron twice, he said it's not fair now. I got a super team. So yeah, like once you know, like once you like you said, like when it comes to like impact on team basis, I can't give that to LeBron. Like his impact is not as great as people say it is. And
And it's like
I grew up watching him.
it's like a Kendrick Lamar mind frame. You feel me? That nigga wasn't even born in that generation, but you can tell he was raised around niggas. He said, Drake, Big Sean, look, y'all my boys, but I'm trying to murder you niggas too. That's
Exactly.
your attitude in
He
competition. You my
he tried to
boy,
be
but
he
I'm
tried
trying
to
to
be
be the best,
competitive.
my nigga. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to look. What they said about LeBron. LeBron, look, he want his boy to get 30 points, but he just want to win the game. Man, hell no. I'm trying to make your
No,
ass get
fuck
0
no.
points. I'm
I'm
trying to
trying to
make
be.
you look bad out here. I'm not
I'm trying
letting
to
you get
beat you.
the one thing that ain't gonna never go with me, the only person who I let do something is my girl. I ain't letting no nigga do nothing.
And that's one knock that I have against LeBron. I said this man he's had the most stacked team from 2011 all the way to 2017, and he still don't have as many rings as Kobe, Tim Duncan, Jordan, Kareem. I'm like, bro, he's one of the most media driven people that they try to pronounce as the GOAT, but you can't be the GOAT with that many losses in the finals.
Look, I'm gonna tell
I'm
y'all
sorry.
this. Y'all really hurting LeBron. I'm gonna tell y'all this. As long as y'all keep
Yep, yep.
saying he's in his prime, as long as y'all keep saying he's in his prime, should nobody be winning no championships. If
Yep.
y'all stop saying he in his damn prime, he won't be getting blamed for
Hold,
niggas
hold, hold,
winning. You
hold,
look at him.
hold on. Herm, you there? You there, fam? You there, Herm? I agree everything you just said. Cause I was listening to a Mookie podcast, and you got older people like Ghost Town saying, "Hey, this in-season tournament, if LeBron wins, it adds to his legacy, but if he loses, it doesn't." That's the type of mentality that people have. Like they so
Hey,
eager
look.
to throw somebody ahead of Michael Jordan.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, this is all bull. This is all baloney, right? That in-season tournament, that in playoff. I'm gonna tell you why it's bull, bro. Because now we gonna jump people ahead of players ahead of them who didn't have these opportunities. You got
Yep.
dudes like Dominique Wilkins, who was right there in the playing situation, but he was at that time. It was you out the playoffs. You also don't see them dudes bitching about had 3 and out. Remember when you was swept at 3 games? It wasn't 4 in the first round. Remember that?
Yep.
You don't see them dudes bitching about every game being 7 neither. Talking about, damn, if we had 7, maybe we would have won the series. These
Yep.
dudes keep creating ways to make the game easier. They're not making, if these dudes are much, wait, hold on. When you're more talented, you're supposed to make it harder, right? If you got a class that know your test so good, everybody got an A on it, you got to be like, oh, I got to come with a harder test. You don't come with say, oh, I'm going to go with an easier test so they can even get it even more right. Hell no. You come to see how good you really are. You tighten up the defense. You bring some defense rules back. Just bring hand checking back. See how good these dudes is. Because when you took hand checking away, before hand checking, it was only about 10 players that was in double digits, averaging over 20. When they took hand checking away, it was 20 to 30 players average. Now it's 40 players in the league averaging 20 and above. These niggas ain't that damn good. The defense is lightened up. Can't tell me different. Y'all still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hell yeah. Come on, man. Look, this is the same thing with the All-Star. Like the All-Star game. You really don't know who the best power forwards are, centers are, small forwards are, shooting guards are, point guards are, because all this positionless basketball. How the hell I really know who the best whoopty whoops? A lot of centers look like power forwards. You can say it ain't even no centers no more. It's just power forwards in the league that know how to do small forward shit. Like I said, you don't make the game easier when competitors have gotten better. If dudes are hitting harder in boxing, you put more glove, put more cotton in that thing to see if they really knocking dudes out like that. You don't say, "Oh, let's put less cotton in there." If they breaking records, and the cotton that they've been having now, it's like, oh, more dudes are doing more knockouts. You're not gonna like take cotton out the glove. You're gonna put cotton in the glove and see if they can still knock dudes out like that. So if all these dudes are more skilled than everybody back in the day, why y'all lightening up the league? You don't got a connection with today's players. Why? Because they don't even stay on your team long enough. They give you college years, 4 years, and they're gone. Can't even get a relationship with them. That's why you got dudes like Allen Iverson that ain't never won a championship, but just being with a franchise damn near his whole goddamn career, and they love him for just giving them everything. Want to keep on being bamboozled by the media, and then they lying too. Also with the Lakers, talking about the Lakers are minus 70 or 60 when LeBron James is off the court. That's a lie, man. What you think gonna go down with Russ, man, after the Clippers?
I think he's gonna be out the league, man. Sad to say, but I think with the Clippers getting James Harden, I think that killed Russ' whole
Facts. I'm
little
glad you
career
said
that
it.
he had left. I think that killed everything that he had left.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad it was said right here. I'm glad you said it, bro. That's what I seen. The main dude who was happy to see him when they was losing, and then they switched them and put Russ on the bench, and then they won them games in a row. I said, it's over, Russ. Just showed that you ain't worth, like you ain't got no winning impact. That's how they, at least they didn't allow you to get any winning. They took you out in the losing, and then they start winning. Like, oh yeah, this better. Why? Because you can't shoot, Russ. At the end of the day, everybody's ducking, passing you the ball in the last seconds. If they see you at the 3-point line, it's like two damn centers out there. I gotta like I said he was going to the bench after Washington, even with the playoff run and all that, whatever. I still felt like he was going to the bench, but it's for sure that the league is forcing Russ out. They forcing that money up out of there. They need all these dudes who ain't winning championships and can't keep that high level. They like, we need that money to get up out of here. You need to go. We need to get that NBA money to somebody else, one of these young niggas. And James Harden next too. This James Harden last rodeo too. I believe that at least as he's gonna go through he's gonna go through the Russ treatment though first. Right now, he's starting material, but eventually that's fit to go away after this. Boy, you done been everywhere. It's like you done been to all 52 states, all 50 states. You've been to all 50 states and ain't came back with not one thing valuable. We are not funding you anymore. The NBA forgot that it thrives on competition, not all this made up make believe stuff. NBA thrives on competition.
Yeah, where did everybody go?
Yo,
Yeah, damn, Trayvon must have dropped out. He might have did.
I'm just in the
Anyway,
comments. I don't know what the talk was.
yeah, he was talking about James Harden and Russell Westbrook. Is this Russell Westbrook last rodeo? Just as well as James Harden.
I'm not sure because I think he can still contribute to teams. Like, just because he can't shoot or just can't do this and that, I believe he still gives you effort on the defensive side. I mean, he can rebound, especially well for a guard. I mean, I still think he could get on another team before his career is over. I just don't think he's athletic as he once was, if that makes sense. Because, his game was basically, prioritized off his athleticism. And when you are starting to lose that step, your game's not going to look the same as it was. So, I mean, I don't think he was the same player as he was before, but I think he could still get another chance with I still
I
think he
agree.
can get another chance after this year, definitely.
I agree with that.
Like, if the Clippers wouldn't want him, I could see another team picking him up. I think I'm just gonna throw a few teams out there: Charlotte, Spurs, maybe some young teams that maybe want like a veteran type player. Like, Russell Westbrook, he ain't got to worry about putting up no stats on the team, but maybe just adding a veteran player to some of these young and up and coming teams. I mean, that's just an idea. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen, but that's just one way I can see Westbrook still staying in the league. Now, you put that with James Harden, it's kind of more difficult, in my opinion, when you look at it like that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, but so let me ask you this: if say for instance next year the Clippers decide to get off Russell Westbrook because they have James Harden, so they decide to get off Russell Westbrook. Which team you think will fit Russell Westbrook play style best? his style of play?
I have to think. I'd say Miami need more spacing. Like if they had some more shooters, I'd say Miami. But they don't have enough spacing. I would like to put Westbrook on the team. I think that just kind of. I have to think about that one. I could probably say because the Clippers. I think the Clippers a good fit for him before like Harden and everything came. I think he was a pretty good fit on that team and could come off the
I
bench
agree.
and do everything. Even with Harden on the team, you know, he could still come off the bench and play that role, but now it's kind of more difficult. So if I could choose a team, I did say the Spurs. They're a little young, but I think Westbrook could possibly, if that's one team, it's a young
You don't
team.
think
See Westbrook.
you named the Spurs, but let me ask you this question about the Spurs. You don't think that that with him going to the Spurs, you don't think that'll stunt Wemby's growth because
Nah,
of his style
because
of play?
right, and I see where you're coming from, but Westbrook at this point, going back to what I said, at this point in his career, I don't think he's that stats kind of guy. You know, he's showing that he's willing to come off the bench. You know, not saying that he couldn't do it in LA, but it was a lot going on at the time. But now we're seeing he's definitely more willing to come off the bench. It's different from Westbrook when he was a star. Like, I think he's starting to notice at this point in his career, he has to play a certain type of role to show how good of a basketball player he still is. And I think it could to some degree stunt Victor's growth, but I don't think it will as much because I mean that's a veteran player. He could, not saying they play the same position or anything, but he could still learn from Westbrook in some type of way. You know, he could still get some info about how to play the game because Westbrook played all these years. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I don't think it would hurt, to be honest with you.
Mhm. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That make a
Now
lot of sense.
starting Westbrook and everything, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Okay, so
But making him
and
come off the
that
bench and
makes
being a
that
veteran piece like that, I like that.
okay. So that makes a lot of sense. But okay, so so just hypothetically speaking, so if the Clippers do get rid of Russell Westbrook, right, and they got their team set up as it is, do you think that team with James Harden without Russell Westbrook can win the championship?
Hold on. So you saying the team gets rid of Westbrook and keeps Harden? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, well, I'll say it'll be a better chance of them winning with Harden and Westbrook on the team together. I think if you put either one and take one out, I think they'll be a better team because you have more ball handling duties along with James Harden and Westbrook. Now, I think they'll still be a good team, but I don't think they'll win the championship for sure. I think second second round at best, possibly second round at best.
Mm. Okay. So you're saying either
Second
way, it
round at
don't
best.
matter which one,
I think they could definitely get a
either one on the
series, but
team. So you're trying to say it don't matter either one on the
either
team.
way,
They don't. They're not gonna win the championship. It ain't gonna matter.
no, either way on the team, yeah, either one on the team, they're not winning the championship. But it's how far
Okay.
they could go.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of tough to say that because Westbrook last year, I mean, they could have gave Phoenix some trouble. They could have possibly beat them, but I mean, Kawhi got hurt, so we'll never know. But they won't win the
Mm.
chip with both of them. Like either one, they're not winning the chip if one of them was off, regardless.
Okay. Gotcha. That make a lot of sense. So then my last question about the Clippers. This is my last question. If the Clippers don't win within the next year or two, do you think they need to go ahead and blow it up and get rid of Kawhi
Yes,
Leonard and Paul
yes,
George?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Because what they're gonna have to do is, I don't think they should trade for another star, like a superstar. I think they should trade for maybe a star and some draft equity because they traded all that shit in order to get them to, and now they've been fumbling all these years. I think that's what they should do and just rebuild because getting another star, I mean, it helps. Like, you know, you're trying to rebuild yourself like to get back into the playoffs and everything. But I think they should just blow the whole thing up, if that makes sense. I think they should just blow the whole thing up and trade them for if what you're saying happens. Like, I think they should trade them for a star and some draft equity. If that, I think that's the best thing they should do because going for another star, I mean, like a superstar is what I'm saying. Nah, I think they should just start over and get draft equity and maybe like a star. Not saying like an all-star type player, pretty much what I'm saying.
Gotcha. So you saying they shouldn't go all out. They should just get a like a star player and just get some draft capital and then go back and then go from
And
there.
a bunch of draft picks. Yes, I think they should do
Okay.
that because I mean they had their chance with Kawhi and Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Like even though they've been injury prone, I believe they took a risk on Paul George and Kawhi, and it didn't go as they wanted. It didn't go as planned. So I'm just saying, like I think they should just again blow it up and just restart all over, see where they can go, start from there. Because they're still in a loaded Western Conference. So trading for a star, or they're still in the Western Conference to where it would be very hard or difficult to get out of. Still got to deal with teams like the Suns. Still got to deal with teams like the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Sacramento Kings, the Mavericks. You got teams you still got to compete with. So them trading for a star really won't do as much. That's why I say you should trade. Or a superstar won't do as much if they don't have help alongside them. That's why I say you trade for a star maybe and rebuild and get some draft equity. It don't even really have to be a star as much as I'm saying that. Like, to be honest with you, they ruined.
Actually,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
You go. You good.
So actually, to get actually how the Clippers got rid of all their draft picks is they tried to get Paul George. See, Kawhi Leonard was a free agent when he came over. Remember?
Yeah,
And
I do
then
remember that.
he came over, and Kawhi Leonard said he wasn't coming unless they traded for Paul George.
Paul George.
That's when they traded for Paul George, and he the one who took all the draft picks because they traded Shea. Remember they traded Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and like five picks or
Yeah, they
something like
traded
that.
Shea, whole bunch of
Shea,
draft picks. Yeah.
Danilo Gallinari. I think it was Shea, Danilo Gallinari, and I think it was either one more player and then a lot of draft picks. And they got Paul George.
Yeah, you on par.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So
because I remember they Toronto GM not Messi. I'm tripping. Ujiri or whatever.
Ujiri, he's Ujiri. Masai Ujiri.
Yeah, I remember they wanted to get Siakam for the Clippers or something like that. They said Kawhi wanted to give up Siakam or something. That's what I heard in order to get Paul George so he can come to the Raptors. But Masai Ujiri said he ain't doing that. So that's when, you know what I'm saying, they took the hand and did what they did. So I mean, he was keeping his eyes on Paul George, obviously, and he was trying to team up with him regardless of the situation.
Cause remember that whole offseason, Kawhi Leonard was pump faking, acting like he was going to the Los Angeles Lakers and knowing damn well he was going over there.
Yeah, I remember
pump
that.
faking
I'm a
the
Lakers
whole
fan. I
entire
remember that shit.
offseason. Talking about he was going over there to the Lakers, knowing he wasn't going to no Lakers.
3 a.m, this man talking. I mean, a whole trade going down with Paul George. I ain't hear nobody knew about all this for real. Like as much as the Paul George noise, it was kind of unexpected to the general viewer, like the regular viewer, because it's not like we all knew that Paul George was getting traded or coming straight to the Clippers after they lost to OKC. Like at that time, nobody really just thought Paul George was just leaving, and that Kawhi. I mean, we knew we had scenes of Kawhi, like going to LA. But as far as him teaming up with Paul George, nobody was really expecting that. If you remember at the time. That was kind of like a bombshell. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I do all that. Yeah, because not PG. Kawhi Leonard. I mean, LeBron was also in. Remember when Shannon was on Undisputed, and he was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. Undisputed, they was talking about it. First Take was talking about it. Everybody was talking about that Kawhi Leonard was going over there. And then
I remember because
it
they was comparing
out.
it to the Warriors move,
right?
KD,
but it still worked out because they ended up getting Anthony Davis anyway. So it still worked out for the Lakers.
You talking about? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Never mind. I know exactly what you're talking. Yeah.
Because see, in 2019, remember in 2019, LeBron was on the team with all the youngsters.
With a bunch of with all the youngsters. Yeah.
Josh Hart,
Kuzma.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball. He was on the team with those guys. They missed the playoffs in 2019, And that very next season, which was 2020, that's when Rich Paul and all them guys, they went and got Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis wore that T-shirt. That's all, folks. Remember he wore that T-shirt and
I
with the
remember. We
Pelicans?
were trying to get him during the trade deadline, and then it was too late, and we couldn't get him. So the Pelicans really was battling back and forth to play him and stuff, and so he basically he sat out a bunch of games. I remember that last part of the season because he
not a
didn't
lot
want to play
of
for
them.
them no more.
And that next season, he got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers in 2020. That's when they won the bubble championship.
Yeah. You don't like the bubble championship? You be hating on it?
Nah, it counts. I ain't one of them guys that be
Okay,
like it don't count. I mean, it counts. It's a championship. It counts. It
right.
counts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Some people
championship.
view
I'm
just
not
be
one of them
like
guys.
very ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Very
I'm
ignorant. Like,
not
I
one
think
of
it
those
counts.
guys. It counts.
But to say it's the
Championship.
hardest championship, I'm not sure.
No, I disagree with that. Now, I definitely disagree with that. It counts, but I don't think it's the hardest championship. That no, hell no. I really don't think it's the hardest championship. No, but I do. It does count though. It counts. It's a championship.
I just asked that because a lot of people say a shortened season, not only just the bubble. They'll say just because it's a shortened season and not 82 games, but don't keep that same logic with the others. You know what I'm saying? Duncan and shoot, Bron again. Shoot, I mean, he did it twice.
Bron again in 2012. Yeah, Bron again in 2012 and Duncan in 1999.
Yeah,
that was a lockout season. 99 was a lockout season. 2012 was a lockout season, and 2020 was the COVID season.
Right. Which I think that was a pretty good year, like before the pandemic hit and everything, before COVID shut down the season and everything. Lakers were going dumb, man. I remember. I want to say. I'm not sure though, because it's tough, and I'm a Lakers fan, but man, it was a blessing to have AD, like to have that pandemic hit and AD, like, you know what I'm saying, recover them whole 4 months, or just not recover, but you know what I'm saying, not have to be on the court them whole 4 months, and we just not having to play, because it would have been tough, I think, because sometimes AD does tend to get hurt around the end of the season, and it just puts us in a weird place around playoff time. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
But I think that was a blessing in disguise. But don't get me wrong, what I'm trying to come to is I think we still would have done some damage in the playoffs and still won, even without the COVID ending shutting down the season and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. That whole 2020 year was crazy. That's the same year Kobe died too, by the way. That was just a crazy 2020 was just a crazy year, man. That was just a crazy year all the way around. That year was wild, man.
I never said AD got hurt at the end of the season. I'm saying AD tends to get hurt around the end, around the middle to end of the season is what I'm trying to say. He tends to get hurt. That puts us in a place to where we having a battle. Like, for instance, 2021. I think if we have a healthy AD and not having to deal with all the shit he went through, I think we are put in a better place to not only beat the Suns, but to get through the Western Conference. And then we have a better chance at winning the championship. But you see, all that shit has been going down. Not to mention 2022. If AD is healthy throughout that whole time, I think we're having a different discussion about how the Lakers finish in certain places. I mean, I think that's pretty common sense.
In 2022, the Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. That shit was crazy.
Right.
They didn't even make the play.
It was disappointing, but don't get me wrong. I feel like Anthony Davis, he wasn't the player he should be. You know what I'm saying? Throughout that whole season, I don't think he was. Even with the Westbrook situation going on, I still don't think Anthony Davis was the player he should have been.
But in 2022, though, they had all them guys. They had LeBron, AD, they had Westbrook, they had Carmelo. They had all them guys on the team.
I mean, I remember him and Dwight getting at it, and the season was starting. The season had just started. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't looking so good to start the season, and then it just wasn't a good season. You would think, man, maybe they could get their shit together and everything, but nah, That just didn't happen. Now, to be fair, on the last season, 2023, now look at what happened. I mean, we traded damn near half the team, but Anthony Davis playing, he didn't. I'm not sure. I don't think he got hurt around the end of the season. I think it was the middle, like beginning to the middle of the season, he was dealing with injuries. But I know LeBron got hurt, and he wasn't hurt. AD wasn't hurt, and he started playing well going into the playoffs. Even with LeBron not playing as good as he was going into the playoffs, AD still carried us on defense. I ain't gonna say carry, but he still showed how good of a player he was healthy by being the best defensive player and just being as good and being just as not good as on offense, but he was about our best offensive player because LeBron just got done breaking the record, got hurt. It was a slow start to him coming back. And that's why I'm saying with AD getting hurt, like it always like detriments our whole lineup and just our team. I think that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, AD
Nah,
must definitely
AD.
carry on defense, but we got Vando and we
Yeah,
got
I
a
agree with
plethora of
that.
like wings we could throw at them, throw at people. That's
Nah,
why I just didn't want to
yeah,
say
but
AD carries.
AD is by far y'all better defender though.
Oh,
He
for
y'all
sure,
better
by
defender.
far our best, by far. But
Yeah,
when I
that
was
dude there.
saying that, I'll just know that because we were terrible defensively before we traded. You know what I'm saying? All those players. And the fact that we got a core together that can at least play defense, like in 2020 when we had a core together that could play defense, that saves us on certain possessions. Because sometimes we maybe can't outshoot the other team. But playing defense, you get a lot more possessions. So, I mean, it's just common sense, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of that
Vando did the
2020
good.
team. That 2020 team was pretty good though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was, but I think honestly, the first like chip to fall was Kuzma. Looking at Kuzma, they was like, I think that was the first domino to fall. Well, like when I know they traded him, him, KCP, and whatever to the Wizards. But I'm saying like Kuzma was the first domino to fall, as in like they started looking at him not necessarily as a scapegoat, but he wasn't playing the best at the time. Like he wasn't playing as good. If you remember, whenever AD got to LA, it was supposed to be it was looked at as him, and it was looked at as Kuzma as the third best player. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't playing up to par. Like he started off the season that year hurt, the 2020 season year hurt, and then as he got into the lineup, it just I don't think it was. I think the Lakers just didn't look at him as what they thought he would be if they what they thought he would be. Yeah, like cool, bro. When he had that 0 point game in the playoffs, I think that's when the Lakers were fed up. That's when I think they were fed up, and they just didn't like. I think that Sun series that just showed a lot of what the Lakers needed, not necessarily needed to do, but what they thought they should do at that time. And that's getting another ball handler for LeBron once he gets on the bench, or that's what fucked him up. That's what I think it was. Just looking for another ball handler off the bench. I mean, not off the bench, but for LeBron when he goes to the bench. They looked at Westbrook and said, there's our guy. But I'm not sure. That just wasn't the best move. Because we still had a great team. I think a team full of 3-and-D guys, player who can play off the ball, on ball. Like, I mean, I think that's what you need around LeBron AD for real. Not like ball handler. Like at one point there was Westbrook. There used to be Westbrook, Rondo, fucking LeBron, Dwight, and them on the court. Like that's terrible spacing. Think about the spacing on that court. And just DeRozan would have been a better move. I'll say that definitely for sure. DeRozan would have been a better move other than Westbrook, because Westbrook came to LA not even know how to shoot mid ranges.
Dang, my bad, y'all. I've been at work, man. Oh, y'all ain't in here no more? Everybody dipped out. Yo. uh, what y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about, man? Hold up, bro. Nigga, you easy work. That nigga J man always talking about somebody easy work. Dang, bro. I was late, bro. I missed out, y'all. I'm gonna end the stream. I don't know if anybody else there or not. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Oh yeah, I am on. Yep. Dang. Well, I don't know where everybody at, but this too smart. Yeah, the Bucks are not title contenders, and Dame is a loser. Um, you heard what I said when I was on here, and that's just that. Go Mavs and go Bulldogs. UGA for life, baby. I'm out. Shout out to Ticket TV. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Turn that notification on to all. And yeah, come rock out with the best. It's Ticket TV, man. Y'all already know what time it is. And we out. Holla. I'll holla back, man.